I think in a weird way, you guys have survived all of that.
There's like this weird thing going around where it's like the Vanoss crew is uncountable or cancelable. And I'm like, don't try. Please don't try.
Also, no offense to anyone in your group that used to be in your group, that's also been proven not to be true.
Studies show.
Welcome back to another episode of Around the Bar. Today we have the man in the building. Basically, I do work cheap. Damn, you almost party fouled right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, just messed the whole thing up.
What are we drinking right now?
These are Adios mother. Also called a blue Long Island.
Okay, yeah.
Or a blue motorcycle.
Yeah. At Applebee's, they call it a blue motorcycle.
Getting an AMF at Applebee's is actually insane.
I used to work at Applebee's. People got it a lot.
Really?
Blue motorcycle for a lunch special. Yeah, so like blue motorcycles cost like, I don't know, like $12, but on the lunch special they cost $6.50. People would get them.
So you're getting just wasted for $6.
Just blasted.
For $6, you're blacked out.
Yeah, and then they go back to work. Just drive back to work.
America. But like
those are the times.
2 of these.
This is actually the first time on Around the Bar that we've had a duplicate drink. One other person has done an AMF.
Well, that person's dope.
Yeah, I think it was Asai. The Guitar Hero guy, Asai. I don't know if you ever met him.
Oh, yeah. I've never met him.
Yeah, he got AMFs too.
It's like it's a good drink.
So thank you so much for coming down.
Of course. Sorry it took so long.
All the way down, dude. I had this. This is actually hilarious that you said that. I'm gonna cover up everything I wrote down. But I have Around the Bar episode 1 as your title. Because whenever I bought this bar and I was like, I'm going to start
I remember you pitched it to me and I was like, I want to be episode 1.
Yeah. And I was like, I want you to be episode 1. And then, so we are on our 13th month of doing the podcast and here we are. You've made it.
I made it finally.
And I appreciate you coming down. I really do.
Thank you for having me.
All the way down from Seattle on a random Monday.
Yeah.
And
it was
having talk.
The crazy part is we've tried to do it last minute so many times. And this was the first time where it was like, yo, next week, I'm like, bet.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. And I appreciate you. You've been on a few podcasts before, right?
Like the 100T one.
Yeah.
And then like other like smaller ones.
Like online ones?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't either.
Like
I don't either. I don't like the online ones. I don't.
Like they're so easy to do too.
Yeah.
I feel like the online ones are cool if you have a set for yourself. And then you have like a TV screen for the guest, maybe. And
the guest has good audio.
That's the trouble part too.
That's very important.
It's like playing with like any athlete ever on like Call of Duty or anything.
Yeah.
You hear the kids in the background and shit. You're like, bro, can you get a headset?
Yeah, like you've got to have one.
Yeah.
I don't. You have the money for it? You want me to spot you?
I will send you $20 PayPal, Venmo right now, so you can buy a fucking microphone. You can DoorDash it. It'll be here in an hour.
That is so true.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I know you're good for it. I know you are.
I remember like, and it's like the most famous rich people ever. Like Joe Jonas, I played with one time. Like, bro, you record music.
That is funny.
Like, where's your microphone?
He had a bad mic?
It was terrible. And then like we found out like 2 hours in, he was like, oh, I had the wrong input on. And it was like the crispest mic. I'm like, where have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't, it's Joe Jonas, so you don't want to be like, hey, can you check your...
I think you're coming through webcam? Yeah. Webcam microphone?
The no-go joiners are calling. You're like, you're using the wrong mic. It's so different. That is how it goes.
Yeah. So, like, anybody joins like the regular Discord and you know them, you're like, yo, fuckhead.
Yeah.
You know
what the fuck? Get your shit together.
Mike's trash. You're just yelling at him. But
Matt, how long into a YouTube video can you cuss?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes? 2 minutes.
It's like right off the rip.
You said motherfucker within 40 seconds.
But you can, so you just got to blank it. Don't bleep it because bleeps get caught.
Really?
It needs to be audios, blank, no audio.
Audios.
Yeah. You just to be safe, just put a black bar on my face.
Oh, man. It wasn't always like that.
Oh, man. I mean, the good old days of YouTube, I think it was like 10 seconds. It
Really?
might have been 30 seconds.
I don't even remember any. I don't remember anything. I never really like I was in a weird era of YouTube when I first started uploading, where I just like kind of tried a bunch of different shit.
When did you start like uploading full time?
Full time?
Or uploading and being like, I'm uploading.
Oh, I started a community channel for Call of Duty. What?
I blew up off community channels.
Did you really?
So like Best COD Comedy.
Yeah, that was you?
No, that wasn't me. But
I was like, damn.
I submitted all of my videos to community channels.
Okay.
And it was just like, that's how I gained a following. Because it was like the only way to do it back then, though.
Yeah.
It's like, who is this? No one cares. But if you were like featured on top 10 Ninja Diffusers of the week,
absolutely.
easy.
Boom. Like you get like 3,000 YouTube subs because you got on one like community channel.
Yeah.
So that's what I tried to do. I tried to make like there was a bunch of stuff for like funny moments and like and crazy pub moments. But and snipers, of course, were like huge back in the
Kill
day.
cams. I mean,
Yeah.
there was what was the knife game in Modern Warfare 3? All or Nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember, like the
yeah.
final kill cams, and those were sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I tried it with competitive, and so I mean it didn't really go anywhere, but I did it for a long time, and then that got Hector's attention, and then
I missed the YouTube 310 days. Remember those?
Yeah.
Or was it 310 or 301?
301.
301.
301 plus.
When it would just freeze, and you'd be like,
You'd hit 301, and you're like, I've made it.
I made it. I'm famous. And then you have to wait. Like
I would do the scumbag. I don't know if you ever did this, but I did this the scumbag marketing plan where I'm like, I would go into every time Seth or Nate shot or Hector or like D Treats or Midnight, anytime any of them uploaded, I would be like, hey, would you like to come on and commentate one of the clips? Because I knew they were going to say no.
Yeah.
And then I had 9 other channels, and I'd go and like them on all my other channels. And then if it got 9 votes, eventually it would get 300. And then it would be on the top of their comments. And then I got like 5. That's how I got like all my subs.
So you were self-promoting without being like, come check out my channel.
Exactly. I was saying I was extending an invite.
That's different.
In a
box for box.
In a scum.
Sub for sub.
Exactly. In a scumbag way.
That would never work today.
No, it wouldn't. No. They patched all of that.
The crazy part is like YouTube has gotten so far away from like comments even mattering. It's like you have the video, and then you have suggested videos, and then the comments are at the very fucking bottom.
Yeah, you have to
freaking
scroll.
bottom, flipping.
You have to scroll all the way down to even find them.
It's worse. It's way worse.
But comments now the fun that all the good comments are on like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
As soon as I see a funny TikTok, the first thing I do is straight to the comments.
Dude, sometimes like if the TikTok makes me laugh, I know the comments are gonna make my like stomach hurt.
Like people come up with the most creative insults for people.
It's so
it's so good. Sometimes I will be cracking up loud like, what's so funny? Like not the video.
Not the video, just the comments.
Come read these comments. Like I don't have the context. You don't need it.
Did you see I don't know if you saw this past weekend all the fights in college football?
Yeah, I saw the what was the big one? The big brawl.
There were like 4 of them. But you might be talking about Michigan, Ohio State.
Michigan, Ohio State. I saw that one.
Yeah. So like 6 different teams got into brawls because they
had the flag.
They would take the flag and try to plant it in the opposing teams.
Yep. I saw the one with the trident too.
Yeah, the Arizona State.
Yeah.
And so it was just a compilation of everything. And the top comment of the TikTok was like, I'm about to go plant a flag in my neighbor's yard, see if he's about that life. And I just thought, dude, I started laughing. So it's so
People are so good. People
are so funny.
I hate when I see repeats too. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, like I know you stole that from someone.
Yeah, I saw that 5 TikToks ago.
Like when people make a funny face and then somebody's like, when you nut and she keeps sucking, I'm like, dog, that was funny like a decade.
You're way too late to this.
Like
way too late.
So long ago.
Something creative.
So long ago. All right, man. Let's talk about everything.
There's a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to talk about. I want to know. So obviously, you're part of a team. There's a lot of teams in content.
The Vanoss crew.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. What is it? Is it weird having? I can't imagine if we were called the Scump crew. Actually, I can. We are called kind of. Matt's like, yeah.
It's cool in the shade of someone's shadow. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
has that ever? You think being called the Vanoss crew? What else has there been? I guess the Vlog Squad was kind of David Dobrik's, but it's still
but
not.
it wasn't. It wasn't like there's still an entity attached to it.
Yeah.
And I was never like upset about it.
Okay.
Because it's like if that's what you want to call us, I'm still making money. I don't care.
We're still apart.
But like, it was frustrating for me because I was like, let's lean into this. Because there's this Sidemen. Let's just fucking become the Vanoss crew and like, let's make Vanoss crew merch. Let's do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then like, we just never did it. It was just like, if we would have just dove all the way in, like, put him in the front. He's the lead singer.
Yeah.
We just never did.
How do you think? Was he like about it?
No.
He didn't want to be called the Vanoss crew?
No, he didn't.
Did y'all have another name?
No.
Y'all never pitched a name? You never had a meeting?
So our original group chat was called No Nonsense.
That's a great name. Why didn't y'all do that?
It's crazy because I think like a couple days ago, someone released nonsense merch, and they were like, they stole our whole flow bar for bar. Someone in our group chat. So we had No Nonsense. Yeah. And then I remember I got into an argument with somebody in the group, and I made a new group chat called Nonsense. And I didn't invite the one person that pissed me off, and that's been our group chat ever since.
Oh, so Nonsense.
So, yeah, Nonsense. But like, I feel like No Nonsense would have went hard, but
yeah, but Vanoss crew it is.
That's what like we didn't pick that. You know what I mean?
It was just
the Vanoss crew.
Yeah.
And it was like, as long as you're talking about me, I don't care.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think I saw while I was watching a bunch of different like podcasts, a bunch of videos from all you guys over the past couple of weeks, and then I came across a video. Have you seen the video of like how people like document you guys' sub counts?
Oh, and it's the chart.
It's the chart,
and it goes like
whoa. That's pretty sick.
It is sick.
We've never had anything like that at Optic. Our bars would be like all of us, and then like Seth and Nate Shot, and then like maybe Hector would come back and forth. But
I think it was like, I mean, like obviously we all benefited from being called the Vanoss crew, and I think Vanoss really benefited from it too, because especially early on, because it was like his videos were edited better than all of ours. They were creative and everything like that, and we were the actors, or we were you know, the people that were highlighted.
Right.
But you know, some people got upset about it, and they're like,
I can imagine if you get a group of 10+ dudes, someone's gonna have an ego, and it's like someone's gonna get salty.
And I've never had an ego about it. I did get pissed off with my fiance the other day because I was explaining YouTube to someone, and I was like, so my friend Vanoss, and she was like, Vanoss is like Marcel's boss, and I was like, don't you whoa. I was like, I understand you work in corporate America, but don't ever say that again. Like, he's never been my boss. I've never had a boss.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That was the one time I was like actually triggered. I was like, hold up.
That is so funny.
But
it's funny because I didn't meet you until 2020, something like that.
Yeah.
2020, we were playing Minecraft, and so I looked you up. And I didn't know who this happened a very, very few times in my YouTube, like ever since, because I've been watching YouTube forever.
Yeah.
But I never came across any of you guys' videos. I don't know how.
But it's like, it makes sense. And like, we've talked about it before. It's like, we were famous enough in a community to where like, if you didn't know who we were, we liked that.
Yeah.
It's like we can go outside and like not get swarmed with people.
Right.
I mean, we don't do a lot of face cam stuff anyways, but it was just like, we were famous for this very, very particular thing. And if you weren't a part of it, then you didn't know who we were. And it was like, but we're all rich. You know what I mean? So it's like, why, so it's like, I do not care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is funny. I think, especially because you guys do a bunch of stuff in COD, like, especially Black Ops. I watch Black Ops 2 stuff all day, every day.
It's funny you say that. Nogla mentioned this, and I think it's true. I'm going to assume it's true. I don't know why he would lie about it. But when Black Ops 2 came out, we were on a special list within Treyarch where they would watch our videos because we would make glitches popular. Okay. So Treyarch would use us as like, we need to patch this immediately because we would upload a video of us doing it. Yeah. We were on a watch list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I watch a bunch of sniping stuff.
Yeah.
And I watch a bunch of competitive stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are
smack dab in the middle.
Somewhere in between that.
And it's like the crazy part is like we would spend so much time like trying to do crazy throwing knife like lineup spots and shit like that. And that was like our version of like trick shotting. Yeah. You know, it was like, okay, what's the craziest ninja defuse we can think of? Yeah. It's like put down the riot shield with a sign that's pointing and saying we're ninja defuse. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, dude, we would spend a full day trying to get like a throwing knife clip,
a specific clip.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then all the moments that stem from us trying to get that clip became funny moments.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. But when we first met, I'm like, our chat's like, at the time, oh my God, Marcel's in this lobby. Like, and you immediately were just like super cool. And I was like, all right, who is this guy? So I looked you up, and I think the first couple videos, it was you and Wildcat. Mm-hmm. And I looked up and I looked at like the sub counts, and I was like, oh, Wildcat. So like Wildcat must be the big guy.
Yeah.
So I remember,
and then you just keep going
for like a year. No, this was like for like a year.
Oh, really?
I thought it was Wildcat.
So in COD, we're known as Wildcat and the Pussy Party.
Okay, that's what I'm
So
aware of.
He actually came out with merch where it was him as a pig and a bunch of kitty cats.
So when it's Gmod, it's Vanoss.
Yeah, if it's anything like GTA Gmod, it's the Vanoss crew.
And then it's COD.
If it's because Evan doesn't play COD anymore. So
okay.
So when he transitioned and he was just like, I'm done playing Call of Duty, we just became like.
So is Fortnite the Marcel crew?
No, that's just Fortnite. Fortnite's just Fortnite. Like if you can tune into a top streamer's like Fortnite stream and you have no like now it's a little bit more like who they're gonna be playing with, but back then it
could have been anybody.
Could have been literally anybody.
Yeah, that is so wild. So you guys, I think I know a little bit about how you guys started, but who was already in the crew whenever you came in?
So Vanoss, Moose Knuckle,
yep,
and Wildcat had met. There might have been like one or two other people, and I was just with 407 and Delirious.
Okay.
And I met like Louis Caliber and Nogla because they were part of the Machinima crew.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yo," and he had known both the groups, and he was like, "You guys need to fill a lobby. It's just you three and randoms.
Yeah.
You guys are just three randoms." And we made a Discord or a Skype chat.
Yeah, Skype.
And there was like 16 of us at this time.
Okay.
And that's how it started.
And then it was
literally like, yo, 2:00 every day.
Let's do something.
Pick 6.
That's insane. And so you guys basically started in Call of Duty.
Yeah. And at the time, I think Evan had 100K subs. And Nogla was the second biggest at like 10 or 8.
That's wild that you guys came up together.
Yeah.
So what I think you told me, you might have, I can't remember. We've been hanging out all day, so I can't remember what we've talked about already, what we haven't.
We talked about a lot of shit.
But we're talking about some crazy shit.
We got a whole conspiracy theory. We're ready to unravel.
We do.
When it drops, we'll let you know.
We will let you know. We figured it out already. So you guys come up together. What separates other people growing faster than the others? Like if really Vanoss had a head start of, what did you say, 100K. Okay,
98,000. I think I had 2,000, 3,000.
That's a pretty big head start. So maybe that doesn't make sense. But
frequency definitely of being able to upload. I mean, I was making balloon animals at the time, so I had rent and shit.
Oh yeah, everyone had, or not everyone.
Not everybody had jobs. So like frequency uploading and quality of uploading too. Okay. And obviously, who was featured? So it's like if this was your day and you were just.
Yeah,
you were a comedy genius that day.
Yeah,
it was like you commanded that video, and then you get a little bump.
Yeah,
so it was like.
So did you guys did you or any of the guys take any inspiration from other like YouTubers?
The crew, like Speedy and them.
Oh, okay.
And it became like a not like we didn't have this rivalry, but like the comments kind of made a rivalry where like Speedy's crew did it first, and we were just like. Well, technically, we recorded this like 3 days ago, so it was it became like this like back and forth kind of thing.
So who was in the crew? How do I miss?
See,
Matt,
you missed the crew too.
Matt, have you watched? Are you familiar with the crew or the Vanoss crew?
I'm not. No.
Damn, and he's
it's
a
fine.
YouTube guy
It's totally
as well.
fine. And I get it. It makes sense.
We could have made you richer if both of us.
No, but it's like I meet people all the time, and they're just like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Do them." It's like it's totally fine if you don't know who I am. Like I'm not going to be offended about it, but blah blah blah. But like, who's in the Speedy crew or my crew?
The Speedy crew.
That's like KYR Speedy.
Deluxe.
4 Deluxe 20.
Sidearms.
Jehovah's Witness. I don't think he does YouTube anymore.
Okay.
Straight Mario. STR8.
Yeah, I think I've.
Nobody Epic. I say Nobody Epic already. Nobody Epic.
And they came from COD as well?
They came from COD as well.
Oh, so you guys literally have a direct rival.
They like. I'm gonna give them credit here.
You hate them.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate them so much. But like Speedy was their Vanoss, and like not to insult the crew, like whatever. I discovered the crew through Nobody Epic because he had a series called Shit from Last Week.
Okay.
And it was just 3 minutes and 45 seconds because that was the meta back then.
Yes.
Of just nonstop random
Funny
out of context quotes.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I was like, this is genius. I started doing it too.
Okay.
I started calling it Good Times.
Good time. Okay.
Just directly ripped it off.
I like that.
But like I had like 2,000 subs at the time, so like it doesn't matter. But that was like their group. But you know, I want to say that the crew started Funny Moments.
Okay.
As a genre.
Okay.
I want to give them that credit. They are the first people that I saw brand the game Funny Moments.
Yeah.
And then it became like, oh, Funny Moments in the title.
Yeah. And then they're still doing it to this day.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think most of them stream more than they do upload. I think streaming is like the wave, obviously.
You just make more money.
Which is annoying because until Fortnite,
Yeah.
YouTubers made way more money than streamers.
Yes. I still like YouTube way better.
I have a whole
Let's hit it. What do you like more?
This is going to come across salty.
Okay.
And I'm totally okay with that. I'm very happy with where I'm at and what I've done in my career. I'm not complaining, but
you did better when you uploaded.
But I am salty. Yes, I took a year and a half off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember talking to you.
I remember.
I was like, I don't know. I'm going to Hawaii. Like I don't care.
People were like, where did Marcel go? And I'm like, he met a redhead. And they're like, oh, okay.
You know exactly. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
If I had the money, I would have taken a year off
from
too.
Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. She's from Jersey and Philly. I'm not home. You know what I mean? Sorry. Congratulations on your engagement.
Congratulations on yours.
Thank you so much.
Matt, congratulations.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Right. Yeah.
Have you guys picked a venue yet?
No.
It's so we have a wedding planner. I'm just like,
we were kind of more hyped to become engaged than married.
see, I want to get her pregnant immediately. I've been trying since day 2, but
Day 2 of dating?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But like, she has like a checklist,
Right.
Unfortunately, but I'm like, your mom wouldn't be that mad. She loves me. You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
like,
No, you
my
gotta hit
grandma
the-
will be mad. I'm like, but she likes me too.
Yeah. So you have to hit the checklist.
What were we talking about?
Totally forgot. You took a year off.
Saltiness.
Saltiness. Yeah.
Streaming contracts ruined gaming.
Gaming ruined gaming.
Content creation and gaming.
You might be right. I'm actually not going to push back on you, because in the community I come from, a big staple of the entire community is when MLG.TV came in. I've
since when Matt left,
Yeah.
and went to MLG,
Yep.
it was the death of watching Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's
And I would go to MLG and watch all the pros
Yeah.
play, and I was just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
The platform sucks.
Yep.
The chat sucks. But then fast forward, it's like, hey, we'll give you $10 million to stream this many hours on this platform.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't really want, like, no offense, but like, do you think the content creators that got these massive contracts wanted to play these games for 10 hours a day?
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Every day?
They didn't.
During like COVID?
I know for a fact they didn't.
So then it kind of like warped into like, I've played games for 5 hours. Let me react and watch other stuff for like 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
And then it
tilted.
and then like react and just chilling and existing on stream kind of became more popular. And now gaming is here, where it's just like,
Then you get your
just chatting.
Then you get Lacey and
a
Ronaldo.
gamer is just chilling.
And now Lacey and Ronaldo hate you guys.
That's Tyler and Nogla's fault. I have no beef with the new generation. I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle. I'm not pocket watching. I don't have beef with you guys. But at the same time, I got my boys back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that is so funny.
that beef is so funny because it's like,
Wait, let's run it down.
okay, so I think Wildcat started it.
Of course.
And he said something like, every day I go on Twitter, I see FaZe Pee-Poo Papa has popped his new FaZe member. And then that got back to them.
This is Wildcat of Wildcat and the Pussy Boys.
Wildcat and the Pussy Boys.
Okay,
Tyler.
okay.
Tyler. And it got back to those boys. I think they either responded to it on stream or on Twitter. And it became like, and I don't think Tyler even engaged again because you get paid off of Twitter engagements now. So he was just like, I'm just going to keep fanning this fire. And I think, and then Nogla or Brian went to some shitty game that was They flew content creators out. I haven't even seen people play it since the event. I don't know what it was.
Do you know what it was?
It was like everybody was there. It was like it was in LA.
Yeah.
If you're sponsored by it, whatever. It
I'm
looked
not,
bad.
I'm not,
It
I'm
looked
not.
bad. I don't
It
know.
didn't look great.
It looked like a PlayStation 4 game.
But it looked like everyone was there.
Everybody was there.
Shroud was there.
Yes. Yes.
Ronaldo was there.
Yes.
Swag
Lacey was there.
Lacey was there. And I was like,
Brooke was there. I think
remember
Symphony was
being
there.
like, what?
What is this game? And Terrorizer was there, part of the Vanoss crew.
Yeah.
And him and Nogla have a React channel, which is doing very well.
Pretty great.
Honestly, if they didn't have it, they would probably be like, I'm about to retire. You know what I mean? And no offense, we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
The only reason like Brian's like, I pay my mortgage off that channel. You know what I mean?
I actually sent it to Nick the other day, and I said, Maniac Hitch React channel?
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, that'd be cool if we can. And I was like, you're not about it.
Yeah, you're not about it.
You're
Like-
not about it.
like-
You got to be about it.
Like let's record 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Boom.
Multiple hours a
Yes.
day.
Yes. That's the only reason why I started doing it. I was like, oh, free views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was there, and him and Nogla were reacting to a clip or something. And so Brian is Irish, and Nogla's Irish, so they're very blunt with like their dry, sarcastic sense of humor. And I understood like he was joking, but like it didn't come across that to like the average person. And they were like going in on Lacey, how he just like he always looks like he's like.
Well, like 80% of that React channel is Terrorizer, like stone face, like looking at the clip.
I think.
And then Nogla's like commentating a little bit.
So Nogla runs it. It's Nogla's thing. Yeah. And like we will be in the middle of recording like a deadline, very specific ad or game, and Nogla will be blowing up Brian like, yo, react. And Brian's like, they have this weird relationship where like Nogla thinks he's the boss.
Yeah.
This is my interpretation.
Okay,
right. So Brian's always annoyed. He's like, all right, I gotta go fucking record reacts. So I think that's why Brian's just like, and if Nogla's in Ireland and Brian's at home in Oregon or Washington, he has to do it on like Nogla's time.
Okay.
So I think that's why Brian's always just like.
It is very funny. It's gotten to a point where if he wasn't like that, it would be weird now.
Yeah.
Because I've watched quite a few of them, and he's
usually tired.
It is such a funny dynamic. But yeah, anyway.
But yeah, Nogla's always hyped because it's like I worked all this time like getting this stuff together.
Yeah.
And Brian's just like, I'm here. It's like Nogla's podcast featuring Brian.
It seems that way.
It's a good dynamic.
Yeah, it is.
Brian was just like, when they're on stream, they're like causing all this mischief.
Yeah.
But like when they were there, they were just like on their phone, and then that got back to them, and they were just like, I used to look up to these guys, and I was just like,
Yeah. You guys are in a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Because that's you're not going to change who you are.
We've been this way.
Y'all have been that way forever. But there are a lot of crews, no pun intended, that definitely watched you guys, looked up to you guys, and now trying to do their own thing. And if you make fun of them, which you've always done. Now it's like, I used to look up to you, and it's like, well, you guys have always done this.
You're a part of my childhood. I was like, well, how much of your childhood was I part of? Because like babysitting average is like 11 to 50. Like, where's my? Give me some money.
Yeah.
You're famous now.
Yeah. Like, I need a cut.
Where's my kickback?
I need a cut.
Where's my kickback? Bring me on.
I think I saw so that was the phase. That was Lacey Ronaldo.
It was Lacey Ronaldo.
But I think I saw someone from like
Brooke popped off on him on Twitter about it too.
Oh, really?
Brooke AB was just like, "Are we supposed to be on?" Like, I love you, Brooke. You know I love you. But
yeah.
She was like, she
was
went
the
off.
last episode.
She went off on like on the post and was like, "Are we supposed to be like on all the time? We're allowed to have a break and like be chill." And I was like, "She's absolutely right." Like. I get it.
Oh, she went off on Tyler.
Yeah, on that post.
Yeah.
Because it was like the clip and then of Brian making fun of him. She was like, we're allowed to just chill for a minute. And I was just like, she's right.
She is right.
Yeah.
I think I saw a clip from someone from the Dream Team as well saying something about you guys.
The AMP team? Is that the Dream Team? What's the Dream Team? Oh, the Dream.
The Dream. That's what the mask is.
Dream.
Yeah. Someone from, I can't remember that clip. I don't know if you know it specifically.
There's like this weird.
Because that's also a funny team, makes Minecraft shit, that probably watched you guys growing up.
There's this like weird beef between us and the Dream Team.
Oh, really? Oh, I wasn't aware.
There was this clip that came out from, I don't know their names. There's Dream and then there's the curly headed kid. He looks like a kid. I'm sure he's
Tommy?
an adult. Maybe it was Tommy or somebody in that group.
That kid's mad talented.
Yeah.
He is the best part of that whole
It
team.
might have been him, but it might have been someone else. This was like, I want to say 5 years ago.
Okay. It might have been him.
And I don't have all the context of the clip, but it was something along the lines of like, it's like the Vanoss crew, but better, and all of us won't be homeless or pedophiles. And then it came out that like 50% of that team was pedophiles. PDF files. So then Nogla and Brian, like Rez was like, "What's up now?"
I feel like it seems like Nogla and Brian.
It's like we have conversations all the time. Like Nogla, stop talking about this stuff. He does not listen. Tyler and Nogla argue all the time. It's like, if we don't talk about it, people won't keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
But like, so then there was like that whole beef. So then anytime Dream does something cringy, Nogla and Brian jump on it.
They jump on it.
And Dream does a lot of cringy stuff.
He does.
Like he'll like go to like company dinners with the mask on.
Yeah, I wish
like there's no fans. It's just CEOs in here.
I think if Dream would have like 100% ran with one of them, because he did the face reveal, then he went back to the mask, and I'm like, if you still had the mask on this whole time, maybe we could have just accepted it.
Or like, this is your niche. You decided to be a faceless mask person.
True.
Stay in your lane.
That is true.
But people want more. Just like, you're rich. Just be rich.
Very rich.
Be rich and quiet.
Very, very rich.
Wealth whispers.
That is fucking crazy.
But it's just like you want more. Like, we'll pay you X to come do this convention, or like well, you have to come.
But I'm guessing you guys haven't had face-to-face conversations with any of these guys.
No. but the thing is like I'm like how blunt and like stuff Nogla and them are online. I'm that in person.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, is there a problem with you know what I mean?
But you would go in it and try to fix it or make it funny.
I would instigate it a little bit, but to the point. But like, I draw you in. Be like, well, what is the beef between us? Why did we not like you? What did you do to us? To why? You know what I mean?
Hey, take the mask off real quick.
Real quick. I want to look you in your eyes. Take it off real quick.
I just want to know.
I just want to see the person I'm talking to. I hate you. Take it off, please. You know
until we figure this out.
Yeah.
Then you can put the mask back on.
I'm here. You see me. I want to see you. Who is the man that I hate right now?
Yeah,
so it's like I don't know. I don't know why. That like there's this. Yeah, but there's beef. all the time.
The clip. The clip was that, and then Nogla made an edit because one of them. Yeah, one of them turned out to have some sketchy shit happen.
No, it was a couple of them.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I mean, we have our dark horses in our group.
Yeah.
And then it was like more.
Matt loved the dark horses joke.
You know, but there was more in that group. And
I feel like that's more if I were to give you.
Like, yeah, we got one, but you got three, dog. Like, you know what
I mean? I feel like that should be more of a uniting thing. Y'all should have become friends
right?
off of
you
that.
would think, right? But
hey,
I
Vanoss,
think
this is Dream. Yeah.
I think it's like Nogla and Brian see the cringe of like that stuff, so they're like,
but y'all aren't. But you guys are not innocent.
We're not cringeless. Absolutely not. No, we're not innocent.
Apparently, because like I said, I missed a lot of the early stuff, so I'll watch it in retrospect.
I saw you guys react to some of our raunchiest moments, the TSD react video.
Yeah.
I just want to see. I was like, what did they react to? And I watched it, and I was like, ooh, this is a good one. This is tame.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
This is tame.
I tried to tell them that. I was like, yeah, because Blake, after we're done with the recording, was like, dude, I didn't know they got down like that.
Oh, no.
And I was like, bro, that was like.
Oh, no.
That was, I looked up a few of them, and that was like the chillest one.
So.
And we had to mute that on our end.
Yeah. So, I mean, our common phrase in the group is stop recording and then start recording. So it's like, that happens a lot.
Okay.
So
okay.
like, editor edit that out happens probably like 50 to 60 times.
So who are you guys as editors?
So everybody has their own teams.
So what you're saying is there's 10 to 100 gigs of blackmail out there.
Oh, I mean, first, my editors know they sign an NDA where it's like if you release anything with the intention of like if someone else said it or I said it and you're like to cause harm, I will sue you.
Does everyone have that?
I do. I don't know what they do, but I'm just like hey, like sometimes people go off the cusp and say some stuff that probably shouldn't go online.
Yeah.
Just know that if you keep that for your own personal use,
that is hilarious. Because if I think. Imagine if I relay a lot, or I compare a lot of what you guys do to what Seth does, because he's really the only creator here that's of you guys' caliber. And
But Seth is Seth. He's in his own
lane,
unique category.
But in that upper echelon of like creators, and I'm trying to think. Matt works with him a lot. Imagine if Seth said the F slur on accident. That
but like
that would not even leave the computer. That would be off the computer the millisecond it accidentally came out of his mouth.
But would it have in between 2012 and 2014?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't even think that. I don't know. I didn't know him back then.
So then take that, and then like that stuff exists because we all posted 30 videos.
Because it's all out there.
You know what I mean?
Public, monetized.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm sure each of us have like 30 privated videos. Of just
really?
Like this is just like
so
this hasn't survived the test of time.
So those compilation videos of the Vanoss crew and their most offensive moments and all that are those all privated videos, or are a lot of those just public videos that are compilated?
Those are mostly public videos that are compilated.
Okay.
Because like I've watched a couple of them. I'm just like 5 out of 10.
So what is what is in your private? Some crazy shit.
I mean, it's like it is Modern Warfare 2 level lobby.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 2.
So you only mute the N-word?
That's because YouTube said you had to. You know what I mean? So it's like if YouTube wouldn't let you put it, then we would bleep it.
Right.
But like these, like you gotta understand, it's like it was at the time it was okay to put this stuff on the internet.
It was encouraged.
And now it is not.
Now it is not.
It is not.
And I think in a weird way, you guys have survived all of that.
There's like this weird thing going around where it's like the Vanoss crew is uncancelable or cancelable.
Uncancelable.
And I'm like, don't try. Please don't try.
Also, no offense to anyone in your group that used to be in your group, that's also been proven not to be true.
Studies show.
So they are indeed cancelable.
But like for the reasons that like most people get canceled.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I get that.
I was actually joking the other day. I was like, for Christmas, I'm gonna give each of you guys a black, like a pass card. You get to use
one.
You get to use it one time, a redeemable pass card.
That's a really good. It'll be kind of like the How I Met Your Mother slap.
Yeah.
Or like you don't know when it's coming.
Each of you guys get one.
But you would have to clear that with millions of people.
Yeah.
First.
I might just put like a public service announcement. Like I have given these 4 Caucasian males.
I've given out 4 passes, and I am sorry.
Yeah.
Take it out on me if it gets that bad.
Yeah, but then Nogo started talking about it, and I was like, maybe you don't get one. Which is messed up because like he's in an interracial relationship, and I was just like, you know what? Never mind, you don't get one.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get one.
He don't get one.
He doesn't.
He used the wrong time.
You can
Church.
get Matt his.
Matt, yeah, that works.
You want his, Matt?
No, I'm good.
You're good. You're good.
No, I'm good. Oh my god!
And then it was like, oh, we go a step further, make like a hole punch. You get like first 3 are free. You know what I mean?
Now you're in and out multiple.
You know what I
don't
mean?
know
Like,
if you can
in
do
your
that.
car, unlimited by yourself. And then you get 3 public.
Unlimited in the car.
Yeah.
But you still have to tally them.
Yeah, 100%.
You see Nogla's that he's tallied himself, and you're like, why? There's no room on this.
It's just it's like falling apart. There's more holes than there was words.
It's a long drive. It's a long drive to the office.
But yeah,
That is funny. Are there clips that have become popular that some people in the crew don't want to talk about?
can I say the N-word on this podcast?
Yeah.
I mean,
You might be the first person to say it, actually. But anyway, go ahead.
This video I think is still live on my channel
Okay.
and a few other people's channels. Cards Against Humanity. Anything goes in Cards Against Humanity.
Oh,
You've seen the clip.
This is the reason I asked the question.
Yeah. So
It's one of my favorite clips in YouTube.
Wildcat was the card Caesar,
Yeah.
and you have to read when we start playing. It was like
Can Matt find the clip? Can we play it?
Sure. It was like no matter what, you have to read what is on the card. That is the rule. That's the rule that we play with.
Yeah.
And it came up to Tyler, and I said, "Tyler, I got you," meaning I will read the card for you. And he was like, and he thought I was waving him in like an air traffic control. And he just screams at the top, "I'm 100%, nigga!" And we were just like, "No!" No.
Was that on a live stream? Or
No, it was just
someone upload.
we all did. I uploaded it. Tyler uploaded it. Like I think everybody uploaded it.
What year is this?
Like 2016, 2017?
And to this day, Tyler doesn't care. Like, I'm assuming that would be one.
Yeah, there it is. It's right there.
Have you seen this, Matt?
No.
It's
You
there.
gotta play it. I got it. I'm 100%.
And you can clearly see I'm trying to step in for him. Like this is on Cryos' channel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like we don't play with Cryos all the time. I love John. We hang out with him all the time. But
Yeah.
like we didn't play with John all the time.
Oh wait, go back a little. Yeah.
Big hard cock!
I love how he's just screaming
Butter
it.
my buns and call me Betty Crocker! Your mother!
I got you, Tyler.
I'm 100%.
I was gonna help you out, but you got it under control.
I thought you said I got you as in you're clear.
I thought you said I got you like you're clear.
Ask for that. Everybody, comment section.
You know, so like
fuck up.
diffuse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damage control.
That is so funny.
How many views does this have on John's channel? It has 65,000. Like, yeah, 2.5 million.
0.5. Wait, look at the comments. See the comments.
With the fucking cones pointing them like you got it.
This is 7 years. So what is that?
I thought you were clearing me.
2017.
I thought you were the black stamp of approval, dude. That is so funny.
So yeah, Vanoss actually.
If it weren't for the black stamp of approval, we would be in madness.
So Vanoss actually made like a logo, and it says black. It's just like my Gmod character with a thumbs up, and it just says black stamp of approval.
Thanks for making me read
Like Marcel doesn't get the stamp, and I was like, we need to release a pillow that's just the shape of the stamp.
Eat, sleep.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had seen the clip. I didn't know it was full videos. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was
Yeah.
full videos. Do you ever get in backlash for things like that?
Not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, like I feel like with our group, if we had like a solid woman and a solid gay person, we would have all the bases covered.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like we only made
You just need to recruit.
exactly. We only made fun of each other. So it was
Right.
just like
yeah.
it's locker room talk amongst
Of
you know what I mean.
course.
So it's like I'm not mad, so you can't be mad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
It's
But-
locker room talk that everyone gets to see.
yeah, but it's like now if you go on like a stage and say it, you're canceled.
Right.
But it's like
Or if it wasn't in the context that it is. Obviously,
Yeah.
if someone's actually doing something that is bad, then you guys will just stand behind that person and be like, "Yo, fuck you."
yeah.
But that is so much different. But it's different nowadays.
It's different nowadays.
It's very different.
I mean, every once in a while, I'll be like, "Oh, my son's watching your videos," or a family member will be like, "Oh, it's just like well, here's the Fortnite playlist with Ninja."
yeah,
That was family. You can watch these. Please
yeah. Don't watch us.
Don't watch any of the.
So you guys all start in Call of Duty, but eventually you become the team that it doesn't matter what game you're playing. It's all a
Yeah.
platform for basically to do skits.
Yes.
When did you guys find that out that you weren't just locked into COD?
Probably around when the Xbox One came out.
Okay.
Because this is when there was the whole terrible microphone system where it was like you could play. When the Xbox One first came out, it was like if you had Astros, you could either talk in game or record the game audio. There was
Really?
you couldn't do both.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It was like you couldn't do it.
Complicated.
So we
Okay,
were
okay.
like, we got to switch to GTA Online or something like that.
So you guys go to PC?
We go to PC. We
Oh.
all swapped to PC, and then this is when we started playing GTA a lot, and we started playing with CNanners and like that group.
Like the Machinima guys?
Yeah, on Gary's mod, like Sark,
Oh.
CNanners, Gassy Mexican, Chilled Chaos,
Okay.
and we found our very specific type of humor works in sandbox games.
Sandbox games, yeah.
which hasn't been in such a long time.
Yeah.
When's the last sandbox game?
GTA 5?
Exactly. And now you wonder where my channel is, where it is. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
when we have like infinite possibilities and we can do whatever we want, I think that's where.
Yeah.
So we made that transition into GTA when basically Xbox forced us to.
Yeah. Okay. And then you guys. So what were your? I haven't watched a single GTA video.
Don't.
What? What are those? What are these? Are those four of you guys just in the actual vanilla game running around?
We would go into our own online server.
Okay. Okay.
I actually didn't upload as many GTA videos as I should have.
Okay.
Because I got really, I would just be pissed when we played GTA because we'd be like, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to hop on and we're going to do this very specific thing.
Yeah.
And we'd spend the next 4 hours just killing each other. like the previous day, you spent all of your shark card money. You put $100 in the game back then. That's like a lot of your money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You just bought the brand new car. You're like, what up? You pull up to the meeting group. Tyler RPGs you, and you're just like,
and then laughs.
Sick.
In his laugh, and that gets 2 million views.
And you're like, dope. And I would just get mad. I was like, can we do the one thing we're supposed to do? And we wouldn't do it for 4 hours.
Yeah.
But that's how GTA went. And then we'd be like, okay, today we're going to glitch inside this building. And there's apparently an office. Let's pretend we all work in an office. And we would just go.
Okay.
Like there was a whole day where we spent recreating Don't Stop Believing with the car horns. And that took like 8 hours. Because it was like, you need to make your car horn B minor. And you need to make your car horn C minor. And we were like,
yeah.
And we lined up.
And these are mods?
No, this is
vanilla.
But we never modded.
Game.
We didn't start modding GTA until like No Pixel RP came
like,
out.
Not too long.
We were
ago.
playing on the Xbox and on the computer. We lined up on stage.
Yeah.
We spent an hour like trying to flip our cars onto the stage, lined up, and like like live take.
Wow.
Like
who gets to upload that?
we all did.
Oh, okay. So you just don't.
But it was like it took us so long to do it. It's
Yeah.
like your video is not going to be the exact same of mine. Like they're gonna
They're going to be a little different.
Yeah.
So then that's how you guys all grew. You all did basically the same stuff.
We just jump on and play for like 6 hours and be like whatever you recorded is whatever you recorded. Whatever you made out of it, whatever you made out of it.
Yeah. And then how long is your stint on? Wait. So is this during Machinima Respawn with like Sark and Nanners and stuff, or is this right after?
I think we were still with Machinima up until I want to say like right before Fortnite.
So what is this is my people that watch me are going to be very surprised. What exactly is Machinima Respawn? What was it, Matt?
They were an MCN.
No, not Machinima. Machinima Respawn. Machinima Respawn was like an office. What was it? Did you watch it?
That was before my time. Are you talking about with Hutch and
with like
Nanners
Hutch and
all that? Yeah,
Nanners
but
and Sark and all them? So they were like a crew in the Machinima headquarters.
They had like this setup inside Machinima headquarters.
Oh, okay, and they were just making videos.
They were like technically employees / content creators, I believe.
And so then, so all when you
should
team up
honestly,
with them,
you should hit up Sark and have him come on. He's like
that's what Matt told. So Matt did an eavesdrop with Sark and Hex, and Matt says one of the funniest episodes they ever did.
Sark is like he's the coolest dude to be around. He hosts every time we come to LA. He'll be like, "Perfect, I'm hosting a movie night," and his whole thing is he will find a terrible movie that no one there has seen, and you'll walk away like, that is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Like that movie is so bad that it's incredible.
Like Sharknado type
yes.
bad? Okay.
Like Tyre. You ever see Tyre?
Never heard of Tyre.
A serial killer's brain gets implanted in a tire and he goes around murdering people.
Okay.
Like he'll find like that kind of movie and then like to the point where like you'll be talking about it for like weeks later.
You'll have movie night.
Yeah, at Sark's house.
That's dope. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will definitely have to do that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when it comes to you guys' videos, when it comes to Machinima Respawn, even the crew like a little bit, because we were on the Purge server with KOR Speedy and people were freaking out about it. And I was like, I fell out of my wheelhouse because I've watched YouTube my whole life, but I feel out of touch when it comes. It's kind of like, in a way, you guys are kind of like Tupac and Biggie.
Ooh, I like that comparison.
You like it?
You know what?
Because I haven't listened to a lot of their music, but I know they're legends.
Exactly. You're like they're popular. I don't know why, but they are.
I know they're popular.
They got a couple bangers. I've seen a couple bangers, but like other than that, like I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is like weird. Like I don't know why I remember this very like specifically, and I don't know if other people do, but I think there was this weird conspiracy at YouTube, where if you created an account and you went through and you know what, like when you create a account like Netflix, and it's like, what are your interests?
Yeah.
I think when you did that on YouTube, it auto subscribed you to the top creators in that category.
Okay.
This is a weird theory, but there was like this one like 3-month period where Speedy and Evan Vanoss were gaining like 100,000 subs a day.
Okay.
And I was just like, this cannot be possible.
Do you think?
And this is like 2015, 2016, or maybe even earlier. And I'm just like, this can't. At the time, they were both like top creators in the gaming category.
Yeah.
And it was just like 100K. And I'm just like, this does not make mathematical sense.
Do you think? I know you said there's not like a real rivalry between you guys, but do you think Evan and Speedy had eyes on each other while that's happening?
I think if they did, they didn't let it like affect them. I don't know how. Like
they're better men than me.
They live close to each other. They might hang out. I don't know.
Oh, okay. They're better men than me.
I mean, like
if I was neck to neck with somebody and we were both leading our industry, I would be like,
we should have leaned on.
I'd be like, Marcel, get on. We got 8 hours to record today.
But
like we gotta keep recording.
That's how it was. Like weird with like laser beam in Fortnite.
Oh, what? Really?
Because we were like, oh, this dance just came out. This like weird mobile dance. Let's try to win a game doing that, and we would do it, and then laser beam would have it up like 3 hours after we completed it, and we'd be like, God damn it! And then laser beam did it first.
I hate to tell you that, but it might have been a race with Speedy, but I think laser beam won.
Yeah,
he might have won.
Like laser beam's the GOAT. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was much of a competition.
It was never a competition. It was like what's his name? Booker and no, not what's the guy? Oh, fuck, he has the braids. He has the braids. He like always like has beef with LeBron. He's like, whatever. Moving on. Cut it out of the video.
Dylan Brooks.
Yes. It's like Dylan Brooks and every other NBA athlete. It was like he has beef and you don't. You're like, what is going on? Dylan Brooks.
Laser beam's like, who is Marcel?
Exactly. Laser beam. I never heard of him. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's really
but
good.
like I had this like personal vendetta. I was like, I gotta do this and get it up before Laser Beam thinks about it and does it. You know what I mean?
That's weirdly how I am with Ludwig, because
you know that you're on the same wavelength.
I don't even know if Ludwig knows who I am, but there are times where I'm like, I was telling Matt about this like 3 years ago. I was like, I want to throw a tournament where there's no prize pool. The winning person gets a Rolex. I have to figure out how to get a Rolex. 2 months later, he throws a tournament.
Did you have a Rolex?
No. You told me about your Rollie, though.
It's so funny.
You told me about your Rollie. But yeah, anyway, randomly, like, it just seems like some people's like brains are like, what's something that's never been done before? We got to do it. And then, of course, there's probably 15 other people.
Boom.
There are probably other people that have thought of the Rolex.
It's like movies. Too. You're like, I see all the time. It's like, this movie's the same, but this one did well and this one didn't.
What was it? The Mall Cop?
Paul
Blart Mall Cop came out at the same time as one of Seth Rogen's movies. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly the movie you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
And
I remember Paul Blart's wearing a white Mall Cop thing, and Seth Rogen is wearing a light blue.
Yes. And I remember Seth Rogen talks about it, and he's like, "This is a great movie, but Mall Cop just ruined it.
just
completely ruined it. It came out the week before or something like that." And it's just crazy. It's crazy how like I think just people's brain works the same, especially in how YouTube is nowadays.
Oh yeah,
where it's
definitely
like
connected.
You have to do something a little different than what everyone else is doing, but you also have to. It has to be the same, but a little different.
Yeah.
And then that's why Ryan Trahan's uploading 19 videos about 1-star something. 1-star Airbnbs, 1-star hotels, 1-star.
I've never seen these. Are they good?
Dude, they're so good. They're so good. I think he's he's the GOAT right now.
And he goes to these 1-star Airbnbs?
He'll go to a 1-star Airbnb and like test out 5 of them. Read the comments. And then like just go there. But he also, what he does is so different is he'll also like randomly interweave like a storyline in it. Where it's like, I tested out 1-star Airbnbs and the 5th one is in France. So what I'm going to do for the first 5 of them is I'm going to watch Ratatouille at all of them. And then at the end, he like cooks spaghetti for his girlfriend in Paris at a 1-star.
So he like makes it a movie.
Dude, it's like the backbone of the video.
But that's a whole other wavelength of thinking that I wouldn't even get there.
It's so like it's so like beast pilled. It's so like
that's crazy.
But there are just people. I don't know. There are people that are so good at this shit.
Yeah.
And then
And then the people that are good at it and then faster.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So true.
Yeah.
And then there's people like me where it's like, man, that was my idea that I told one person
You're like,
about.
yeah, right, dog.
Like, oh yeah, I told Matt about that
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. It's basically my idea.
Yeah.
He basically stole it.
I never talked about it out loud.
Imagine
that.
Matt's the direct source to Ludwig somehow. Here's his new idea.
He's like on FaceTime with him right now.
somehow that's what happened. But yeah, that is funny. I've always wondered what the competition would be like. But I mean, at the end of the day, you guys make funny videos. So
Yeah, we were just like upload.
I probably
just keep uploading.
read too much into it.
I mean, yeah, the comment section. Like there was a while where I had like Speedy and the crew like as blacklisted words because I just
really?
didn't want to see him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it makes perfect
but
sense.
it's like it's all love when we see each other. I think
Yeah.
we had one time where we did like GTA car races versus them. It was like us versus them.
Oh, okay.
And then it was just like it didn't even pop off. So we're like, nah, whatever.
Oh, really?
We won't feel this fire anymore.
That's weird that didn't pop off.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because I think like the top two, I think this past year, the top two like Minecraft servers, like the building servers,
Yeah.
they teamed up.
I saw that.
They had like a little arc together, and I was like, holy shit! And all the videos, dude, just print. How was you guys' Minecraft stint? How did y'all have one?
No, and that's the thing.
That's
so
talk about a sandbox game.
So we did, but it didn't last as long as like
yeah.
the good ones. So like our entire trope was like we had a town, but like
Okay.
and then we would do stuff every once in a while together, and then when you got online, we didn't know what was going to happen, but every time that we filmed something like that, Evan or Vanoss would blow up everything in the village. So like
There's a theme.
no. So it was like today we're gonna go defeat a temple.
Yeah.
And we get back, we're like, whoo, we did it. And then all of a sudden, Evan would like, here's the gold block I got, and he'd throw it at a random block, and it would set off like a chain reaction of TNT, and it'd blow up somebody's house. And we'd be like, Brian, reset the server. But like he, not knowing, he spent the entire night before setting up this elaborate thing. So like I think the last time we had a major Minecraft thing, he did Operation Doomsday.
Okay.
Where he led us on like this a crazy thing. Like,
Yeah.
And then at the very end, he was like, as you are reading this, it is too late. I have set off a chain reaction. And he sent mine carts to everyone's house, and he nuked the server.
Dude,
and that was it.
I mean, that's genius.
But like it got repetitive. You know what I mean? So it was like, we're going to do something, and then
That seems like it got repetitive for everyone but him.
but him. but and it was also annoying because it was like
I gotta
we
watch
knew
some of those.
we knew he wasn't like
doing it.
no like we knew you didn't stay up all night getting enough sand to make TNT.
Okay.
How did you get into creative
How
mode?
did you do
No
it?
one else
Yeah.
has creative mode. You know what I mean? So how did
Yeah.
you do it? It's like who gave you admin powers for 6 hours? You know what I mean?
Quick interruption before we continue the podcast. If you would like to support Around the Bar even further so that we can continue to get guests in, fly guests in, put them up in nice-ass hotels so that we can have a drink and chat together, please consider subscribing to the Patreon. There's a lot of cool content in there. We have an extension of the podcast, which is extra time with myself and the guests. We also have a couple shows. We have beer pong, and we have some relationship advice. We have a lot of cool stuff going on in the Patreon. So if you would please go check it out and support myself and Matt as we try to make this dream a reality. All right, back to the podcast.
I remember when we tried to do something on the Purge server, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go back and get," and you were like, "Don't go anywhere," and you just disappeared. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
Like the concept of the Purge server is great, but then it's just like
Yep. I know.
it's just like we're trying to make content and you are trying to win.
Yes. There is. I think
You
the
guys pissed me off though because it was so smart and it made me mad.
Purgies.
No, when you guys got your wings.
Oh, so good.
It was so, like I never thought that was a loophole that would ever happen.
So
If you
good.
guys don't know what happened, the rule was
You can't kill the dragon.
you can't kill the Ender Dragon. And I was like, but no one's gonna go to the end because you can't leave
Because you have to kill
because
the
you
Ender
haven't
dragon.
killed the dragon.
And when you kill the Ender Dragon, a little portal spawns.
But it got to the point where on the server, people were complaining about losing all their stuff. So we put a permanent ether chest at spawn.
Yep.
So they got wings. why am I forgetting what the wings are called? Elytra.
Elytra, yeah.
They got Elytra, put them in the ether chest, and then killed themselves.
So we didn't kill the dragon, but if you build out far enough,
the island starts
you
to spawn.
eventually find the island.
It's like 10,000 blocks or 1,000 blocks.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like,
he's just
don't
baking your bridge.
Don't let any Enderman spawn. And I'm building the bridge. And then we find the Elytras. And then Ender chests spawn in the end islands. And so we flew around until we found an Ender chest, put it in the Ender chest, and then that was that. So
and it was like I was really annoyed because I was like, they didn't break any rules.
we broke no rules.
Because I remember hearing the sound of you guys going into the end. Thank you so much, Garcon.
Thank you, man.
I remember hearing the noise you guys going in.
I didn't know it was server wide.
It's server wide.
I had
and I was
no
just
idea.
Like, and then I went to your stream and I was like, you mother. And then and then you didn't break the rules. And I was like, he did not break the rules. I defended you to everybody. I was like, he did not break the rules. It is not my fault. You guys didn't think about this.
At the time I was a Minecraft nerd.
And then I tried to do it again. And then it was just like, we had too many people that were like content creator adjacent.
Yep.
And it was just like, why are you making tunnels underneath everybody's house?
Yeah.
So when Purge Day comes, they can just nuke everybody's house. And it's like, that's not why we're here.
Right. I agree with you. It's like my dream to be on like a real server.
Same.
Same. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a huge Hermitcraft fan.
I love Minecraft. I'm
a huge Hermitcraft fan. I actually did dabble into some of like Tommy Idnit's videos were like incredible and there's like funny Minecraft stuff, like a lot of J Schlatt stuff. Like I love the sandbox.
I love it.
I love the game.
I'm actually in the middle of like making a server right now. I'm gonna try to beat it with my fiance. She's never played Minecraft before.
Such a good video.
But the rule is if she dies 10 times, we start over.
10 times.
10. She's literally never played before.
Has she played video games?
She beat Spiritfarer on her exactly on her Switch.
That?
It's a game where you usher spirits to the afterworld, and she's playing like Hello Kitty. Game. She's playing
sounds like a Seattle game.
She's playing comfy, cozy couch games.
Right.
And so
Comfy,
she's never.
cozy.
Yeah, she hasn't played like a video game. She got stuck on the first boss on the Harry Potter game. I had to come bail her out of the ogre. So
have her play Elden Ring.
No. That sounds like a bad time for me.
For me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
'Cause I think she's just gonna fall to her death a lot. I think.
A whole.
But my whole job is to keep her alive.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
Yeah. I think tomorrow Blake and George have to beat Minecraft hardcore, and they can't stop streaming until they do.
I think it was really funny when you were like English or Spanish or whatever, and we all just stopped moving on cue.
It was me, you, Nick, and Blake.
It was so funny, so funny.
I think I literally said next one to move is gay, and you guys just.
I told you about
So
how Taco Picante, the guy who was gifting all the subs, ruined everything.
Ruined YouTube subs.
Yeah, like
Thank you.
I told you how it works, though, right?
Yeah. So
This is a system YouTube needs to fix. By the way,
is it still up?
It's still a thing.
You are so dumb.
I'll get you after.
You are so dumb. If anyone's listening, James just made us drinks and then turned around his iPhone and it said leave a tip.
Leave a tip.
He thought he was fucking hilarious.
So YouTube needs to fix this.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's like it's not like this on Twitch, is it?
Oh, absolutely not.
And like I haven't done enough research after this to like look into like the actual payout.
Me neither.
But a sub on YouTube
during our Minecraft stream.
Yes, and it was like there was challenges. So it was like 10 subs. We'd all have to like drop an item, or it would add a creeper. There was a guy who was just I think he over the course of the stream donated like he gifted like 600 subs.
Like a shit ton.
Like 600 subs to me on YouTube.
Yeah. And
we found out that it was costing him for 100 gifted subs was like $5 USD.
Yeah.
Because he lives in Argentina.
And the Argentina currency
is
way down here.
And the YouTube doesn't like compensate that. So where it's not like it costs $5 USD in Argentina money. It just costs $5 Argentina dollars.
So Mars, you go from
I was ecstatic. I was like, I just got 500 gifted subs. I was like, babe, you can get that Gucci bag that you were talking about earlier.
You go from what 1,000 subs to or whatever you were at to 1,000 more subs in one random little Minecraft stream.
And then I realized that I made $17.
And then Blake is like, wait, because Blake streams off the TST YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like his POV, and he's like, I just got 100 subs.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. And then we realized that was like
$4.
So yeah, I looked it up and I was like, well, if the algorithm at all takes into consideration how many channel members you have,
Yeah.
for $1,000, you could gift yourself 50,000 channel members.
It's fucking crazy.
Which is like, who has more than that? I don't know.
I can't. Yeah.
On YouTube?
Probably someone else that found out the glitch.
Yeah. So it's like all you do is like send somebody in Argentina $1,000. Now you're the #1 channel member person on YouTube. And if YouTube takes that into consideration,
they have to have changed that by now.
no, it's still a
still
thing.
like that?
Taco came to my stream the other day and gifted like 50 subs. I was like, Taco, stop. Because I love you to
50
death,
cents.
but not only you are hurting me. Because if that person wants to sub and they've been gifted a sub, you just cost me you just cost me $4.
That is fun. I didn't even think about it.
You know what I'm saying?
way.
Like if he gifts 100,000 subs over
you
the
might
course
as
of a
well.
month,
You might as well just give him $1,000.
I want to ban him. How do I ban you, Taco Picante?
You might, but like if he's gonna keep gifting, you might as well try to become the #1 member. Who has the biggest member on YouTube?
I don't think that's public information. But I'm just like, Taco Picante, you're banned. Stop.
That is. Oh, it's not public, so you can't see.
I don't think you can see everybody's channel members.
Oh, okay. You can only see sub count.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
So-
YouTube needs to fix that.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. That's.
Or at least like, and I wouldn't be like, obviously I haven't, this is the point where I haven't checked on it. Is just like, do they make up for it? I doubt it. They wouldn't. Why would they?
They would be losing a gazillion dollars.
But because they already take 30%.
They would be losing a gazillion dollars plus 30%.
So on that 100 subs that I got $17 for, they took 30% of that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm ecstatic. I'm like, woo! And then I come down, I got $9.45.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Did he make that strong as hell?
Yeah.
You want some more Sprite,
Oh
dog?
my God. Matt, you want an AMF?
No, I'm chilling on those, I think.
Yeah, go ahead and top that off for me,
I'll
dog.
give you a
This was a bad idea. I'm about to send some risky ass text to my fiance in a minute. It's whenever I fly, I always have like 2 or 3 rum and cokes,
Yeah.
and I just
Send dick pics in the bathroom.
no, I just hit on her like I don't know her before, like I've never met her before, and be like, where you headed to?
I do that shit. Too.
Why are you alone though?
Yeah.
She's about to get a bunch of those.
That is so funny. So what's engaged life like?
It sucks. No, I'm kidding. It's cool because like, you know, second time's a charm.
Cheers to that.
Second time's a charm.
That. I forgot. Oh my God.
The rule is if you can't make fun of your first marriage, were you ever married? That's the rule.
Do you think that goes both ways?
No, I made her sign an NDA. Oh my God. Anyways, publicly, I'm kidding. But it's cool. I've never been engaged before, so this is like a cool thing.
Wait, you went straight to marriage?
Because it was like a British to American thing, and I was just like, let's just knock it out the park. That way we can and then we'll do that stuff later.
Oh, okay.
And we never did.
And you never had a honeymoon or anything?
Never had a ring or anything. It was just on paper.
Oh, you never had a ring?
No.
Oh, so do you view this as your...
This is my first marriage.
This is your first marriage.
My first
Oh,
marriage.
okay.
This is the first time I proposed, and like,
Right.
did you see fucking...
I saw.
It's so stressful.
Yes,
Like
it is.
leading up to that is so stressful.
Yeah. Did you play it cool?
Oh, bro, I pulled out the scroll of I went because she works in HR and her job is to investigate things. So I tried to lie one time, immediately backfired.
Yep.
I was like instantly, you're right, I lied, my bad, I'm sorry. Like immediately.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
something
yeah.
dumb. So like this, I set up so many layers of lies that it was like the coolest like trick in the world, but I was
Okay.
fucking nervous
Yeah.
like the whole time.
I mean, did she knew?
No,
She said she didn't know, or
no,
she didn't
she
know?
did. She
Really?
legit didn't know.
Okay. Okay.
It's, you know how impossible it is to involve a helicopter in a surprise proposal?
Yeah, I don't know. Matt, could you pull up the clip or the I think it might be Marcel's pen. Is it your pen?
It's
tweet?
one of my pinned tweets.
It's one of the craziest looking proposals I've ever
yeah,
seen.
and I pull like she had literally no idea.
So, you guys are in a field?
So, it's actually where the Love Is Blind Seattle weddings were filmed.
Okay.
Which is like crazy.
Okay.
So I basically like I set up all of these like different lives where like it came from different angles. I had her best friend in on it, and I was like, I need you to send these text messages, and I can't tell you why, but I need you to do it. After you send those text messages, I will give you the real information. So I had like her best friend like have an entire unscripted fake conversation about, I need you to, like, when you come to LA, we got to get your nails done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I had Angle come from over here, like, what are you doing this day?
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. I had her mom in on it,
Okay.
et cetera, et cetera. Her mom was in town, had it all set up. They were going to go see a movie, but they weren't really going to go see a movie.
Yeah.
And her friend, who's a wedding photographer, elopement photographer, when we first started dating, was like, would you guys ever do like a fake elopement thing just for my portfolio? And we never did it. So I was like, I need you to bring that back up unprompted over the course of the next like 3 months. And she did. And
That's great.
Whatever. So then she was like, we're good to go for the elopement thing, yada, yada, yada. And her mom was in town. So I was like, perfect. I get COVID the day before. Have to cancel the whole thing.
Oh, that's rough.
But it worked to my benefit. So
Yeah.
because she was like, okay, whatever. So then finally it was like, boom, okay, they're free this time to do the elopement thing. So it was like, cool. We went. We get in the helicopter. She gets like motion sickness in the helicopter. She's like,
oh, you guys went in the helicopter?
no, we flew.
Okay,
We
yeah.
flew
to the place. Oh, okay.
And
okay.
like,
duh, I don't know why. For some reason, I thought the helicopter dropped off the ring or something. I
So-
don't know what I was thinking.
so like, whenever we would do something that was like proposal worthy, she would always go, huh? For like months.
Yeah.
Like we would go anywhere, like Kraken game, like a hockey game. She'd be like, huh?
Okay.
We're sitting
okay.
ice side, huh? I'm like, no, I'm just bougie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
okay.
mean? So she's like, she does it in the helicopter, and I'm just like, absolutely not. But like the pilots were in on it. The pilots were in on it and
Oh, God,
everything.
look at that.
So this is actually fake. This picture's fake.
the whole picture?
No. Like this pose is fake.
Okay. It had already happened.
It already happened. So
Okay.
this was a staged. There's the video I think she has on her TikTok is the real
Is the
proposal.
real one, okay.
I muted the audio because it's very cringy.
Wait, were you mic'd up?
No. But it's like a phone, so
Oh.
it's like you can hear me. I muted it because whole elaborate scheme, whatever, yada yada yada. And I played it cool. You can tell it's not real because she didn't self tan. She didn't know it was coming because she didn't self tan.
Okay.
If she would have known it was coming, she would have self tan.
I
And she admits this. She did not know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then like whatever, we're like proposing or no, we're posing for the pictures, whatever. I'm playing it cool. The pilots are in on it.
Okay.
And like the whole time we're flying, she's like in the back and she's like, "Oh, we should fly to this," not knowing I am paying for this like by the minute. So I'm
Right.
like,
to
the
to
pilots,
her or
the pilots. I'm
okay.
like, no, like let's go to the destination.
let's go right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So we land, whatever, and she's full on like, I'm gonna throw up from the helicopter.
Okay.
And the company was great. Like it's like the top of the line. It has a metal plate that like balances whatever.
Yeah.
She's like full on about to throw up.
Okay.
So we sit for like an hour, and then we're like posing whatever. And she's like, "All right, Kristen, I need you to walk in front of Marcel." Da, da, da. And then I get on one knee, and she turns around, and the first thing I say is, "This is all fake." Like just like cringy as hell. Like this is all fake. And she's like, "What?" And then they save me. They're like, "This is all for you." And then I have the ring, and then she starts crying. I asked her to marry me, and she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
She just cries. It's like, keep right there, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the real proposal.
the real proposal.
Don't try to read my lips either. It's fucking cringy. But then she just covers her face the whole time. You know what's crazy and messed up? If this video was 3 seconds longer, it would have made like $6,000 on TikTok. You know what I mean? If we talk about it all the time. I'm like, you dummy. If this was 6 seconds longer, you would have made so much money. It's 800,000 views, dummy. It's like you couldn't hit a minute.
Yeah.
But then she just like cried and stuff. That's her friend Lindsay. She's a photographer. And then we reenacted everything for better pictures.
Yeah.
So like most of the pictures are real, but then like the helicopter ones are fake.
Yeah. Oh, so where's the helicopter right now? It's behind you guys?
It's
To the
like
right.
off of her
Oh,
back,
okay,
yeah, a
okay.
little bit.
That is insane. Yeah, I remember you sent me the picture of the ring. You're like, it's going down. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then we sat, chilled for a little bit, and then we got back in the helicopter.
Yeah.
And it was cool because like we flew home, we flew back like past like the restaurant we had our first date on. And then we flew over the beach we had our second date on, and then we flew over the house that we live in now.
You take a year off. You go to a lot of dates.
Yeah. Yeah. You take it. Yeah. Expensive ass days. Our fourth date was like we went to Sedona, Arizona on like a retreat. You know what I mean?
It's one of those.
We were like we were doing a tour through the mountains. The guy's like, "Oh, how long has it been together?" We're like, "This is our fourth date." You know what I mean?
That is so funny. Yeah, all eggs, one basket. That is dope, though. That is so. Yeah, luckily, I got mad lucky with mine because
I love the like conversation between you and Blake. Like him is like, "I'm stalking you."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did I put that out?
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah,
of him like, yeah, I got your location. He was like,
I'm literally talking with Blake and his wife. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna be at this hotel, and then she's like, well, when are you guys gonna know? And I'm like, well, Blake, I actually share my location with like 15 people, so like Blake has my location.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, cool, we'll check your location. And we get to it where I'm talking to Alexis. I'm pulling out the ring, and then there's a kid walking on the Bellagio steps, and I didn't see it. No one caught it, but the word is Stephanie, Blake's wife, comes up and like just moves the kid, yanks the kid, and her and the kid's mom, and was like, hey, they're getting proposed. And moves them both, or they're getting engaged.
That's the best. Like you need that.
You need someone.
You need someone who's like, you know what, this is happening.
Exactly.
I'm getting this moment. Otherwise, I'm going to kill someone.
Yeah, and like I looked at all the other stuff in the Bellagio. You can rent a balcony.
I looked it up too.
You can rent a balcony that doesn't really. You can like barely see the fountains.
It's like off to the thing. It's like it's like steps, and it's like
$8,000.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I think we'll just figure it out.
Originally, we were like, let's get married in Vegas. It could be like a party. It's Vegas.
Exactly.
And we were looking at venues. We're like, you don't get a lot for your money.
No.
You don't. You're like, you can have this room for like $15,000.
Yeah.
Like, why?
But what you have to do is what Alexa and I figured out is like, you don't tell them you're getting married.
Yeah.
You go and you're like,
I'm having a birthday party.
They're like, yeah, we're having a party. If you go to Catch and you're like, yeah, we're having a party. And they're like, well, we have the back room. And you're like, yeah, like we'll do that for 2 hours. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's, $4,000. You're like, okay,
sounds good. Yeah, they're like, oh, it's a wedding.
This wedding? Oh, it's $20,000.
It's $20,000.
You're like, what?
With a minimum alcohol guarantee.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have a bartender.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
so dumb. It's so dumb.
It's that's just how it is.
But it's not for us. So it's like,
what do you mean it's not for us?
It's not for the guys. It's for the.
That is true.
It's for them.
It is for them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the I feel like the older you get, it's like. I can't imagine marrying at 23. I'm sure your fiance / wife would be like. I mean, I don't know how your situation is, but like I've seen 23-year-olds drop.
Where's that money coming from?
Drop like 5 years worth of debt on one wedding.
Where's that coming from? like you know what I mean? Like at 23.
Right. Exactly.
I'm trying to think of how much money I had like as disposable cash at 23.
Mine was none. I had none.
I'm pretty sure my mattress was on the floor at 23.
I was living rent free in the Optic House in a closet.
My rent was $300 a month.
Exactly.
I had a mattress on the floor
Yeah.
and a futon couch in case someone got drunk and needed to crash.
Right. And then I would go to my friends' weddings and I'm like, how?
It was basically a frat house.
Yeah, like how are you guys doing this?
Yeah.
And then like, oh, it's because
your parents are paying for this. Got you. My parents can't afford that.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
My dad threatened to turn off the cable for my brother and sister. You know what I mean? So it's like we're at that level of income.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He was like, I'm not paying $500. So, so like that's where we're at, and you have a whole ass wedding.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know. I think getting married, getting engaged later is so.
I
like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. How old are you right now?
31.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm 34.
So you're hyped too.
Yeah, I just want to like.
But you've already done it once.
Yeah, but like it was boring. No offense. I mean, like, hey, like not like that. So like, I didn't get the experience.
You didn't get the wedding.
I didn't get the experience. Where's the free gift? I didn't get no free gift. You know what I mean?
Yo, you're gonna have like, yeah. Alexa's like, we should put in what is it called?
A registry.
Registry.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what do you want on your registry?
I'm looking at Alexis. I'm like,
what do you want to put on your registry? I'm putting one thing on the registry. I'm putting a Gen 1 Honda NSX, which is like $100,000. That's the only. It's going to be at the bottom. It's just gonna, right at the bottom. It's going to be a bunch of shit I don't want, and then a Gen 1 NSX. Between $70,000 to $100,000.
Oh,
A 90s Honda is the only thing I want.
yeah. You think you're gonna get it?
I feel like I'm gonna invite like
Wildcats
I'm inviting Mr. Beast to the wedding. Like, I'm inviting a bunch of people that I know that aren't coming.
That aren't coming.
Like I have your phone number, but I know you're not coming. Like
That's
Brandon
good.
Urie from Panic at the Disco.
Gotta invite
I'm
him.
inviting him.
Yeah.
Marshmallow's getting invited. They're not gonna come.
They're not.
Dylan Francis, not
But
gonna
they
come.
might be like, maybe let's see what's on the registry.
Jordan Fisher's getting invited. He's not gonna come. But
He
it's
might
like-
come,
He might. I texted him like 4 times. Haven't got a response.
dude.
Come on, Jordan. I love you. to death.
He was like obsessed with gaming for like
and then he
6
and then
months.
he got on Broadway and he forgot
and
we
he
existed.
forgot. He was like, I don't even have a PC anymore.
He also had a baby. This is like 3 years ago, though. He disappeared. Lando
Baby's
Norris.
3. Baby can look after himself now.
I played.
Come back, Jordan.
I probably played 300 games with Lando Norris, Formula One.
Right.
Where you at, Lando? I saw you were on Call of Duty.
They forget about it.
I saw you were on COD.
What is he?
He was on the other day.
They forget.
He was like level 55 too. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you feeling it?
I think that like Fortnite era brought a bunch of celebs in.
It was like unprecedented.
And then now it's over. Now they're back to making music and
And it's like, hey, they're bringing
Being athletes.
They're bringing OG back. And I'm like,
oh man.
cool.
What were we just talking about? Yeah. And Alexis has like a registry. And she's like, we should put like a toaster on. And I'm like, I've seen your contract. Like I was like, baby, you can get a toaster.
you can afford a toaster. Let's
I'm
raise the bar. Let's
serious.
raise the bar. a
Halloween
little.
rolls around and I'm like, hey, you want to take me to dinner? I've seen we can get it. We can get ourselves our
You know
own
what I mean?
toaster.
Yeah, you can take that KitchenAid off the register.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You've got one in each house. I know you do.
I'm like, I'm not trying to upgrade the things that we already have. I'm trying to get new things that I don't want to buy.
Yeah, so maybe I'll put a Jaguar on there or something.
Have you seen the new Jaguar logo? I don't like it.
Have you seen the new Jaguar that's coming out?
I do like it.
I wanted to not like
I
it.
like it.
Everyone's like, wow, this sucks. And I'm like,
That's kind of clean. That's crazy.
When we first met, we bonded over the fact that we were both going to get the
I was on reserve.
VW Buzz ID. or
I
whatever.
was on reserve for this car. I am so disappointed.
They've changed. They completely changed how it was going to look.
And you can't customize anything in it at all. Like there's 3
Yeah.
interiors and they're all garbage.
Yeah, but when it first got announced, so if you guys aren't aware, it's basically the Scooby Doo van, the Volkswagen,
All electric.
old school van, but it's all electric.
Yep.
And they announced it 5 years ago or something.
Look at this. Like this is what we saw first.
Yeah.
Like the fourth one.
The fourth one over is what we saw
Is
first.
what we saw.
So this is what we saw, and I was like, I'm getting
I
that
want
car.
this. I'm gonna black it out. I pull up to the club and I'm like, hop in.
I had money at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it outright. I don't have nearly as much money anymore, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure out how to get it.
It's like $60,000. It's like $49,000.
Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot of money, but then that was when it was called the Buzz ID,
Yeah.
or when it was called the something ID. I forgot what it was called, electric ID.
Yeah.
And now it's called the Buzz or electric bus or something.
Electro
like that.
Buzz, like the Pokemon?
Yeah. And they changed how it looks entirely.
And the interior sucks.
And the interior looks totally different.
Yeah.
Like at first it was like this, it looked like a spaceship inside. And I was like, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want it anymore.
I don't want it anymore.
It's so sad.
I don't. I just really think that like with electric cars, they just need to revamp all 90s cars.
I agree.
80s and 90s
I agree.
cars
It's
and just
coming
like reinvent them, but like keep them. No one wants fish bowls anymore. They want like,
Yeah.
but like that. See, like that third picture on the
one?
website. No, on the go down one. That one on the website. That's like a Dookie Brown. It is.
Yeah.
It's like that looks orange. It is not.
It's
orange.
not orange.
It is brown.
It doesn't look great.
But it's like
either.
everything else is like white and black, and it's like,
Look at the '60s bus, bro. It looks so good.
yeah, and it's
second
just trash.
over. Second
And it's
over.
just trash.
That looks amazing.
I want that.
I want that in electric.
And it's and they do not offer it.
They don't.
And it's like, oh, if you want that, you have to like forfeit other stuff.
What I think
Like that brown looks so bad. Like what? Like that far left one? What is that brown?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would you go orange and then Dookie Brown?
I don't know why Dookie Brown is a thing.
Like
really
I
don't
went to
know.
I went to the website and customized it, and I was like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I was like, I would not pay this much.
Is it even? It's not out yet, is
But
it?
you can design it
You can design it
on the website.
Well, if they take out maybe I'm not giving up hope yet, but as of right now, I don't think. I was literally like, I'm gonna save up for I'm gonna like, that's gonna be my car, and now
It's not, and now it's not.
No, I'll stick with my Wrangler for a little bit.
They did announce they're remaking the Toyota Celica all electric, and it looks pretty sick.
What's that?
It looks pretty sick.
What is the Silica?
They stopped making the Silicas I want to say 2001.
Is it like a sports car?
Mm-hmm.
You're a car guy.
I'm like kind of a car guy.
You're a fake car guy.
But look, see, like that's a 2025 on the third one.
Oh, ooh.
You see what I'm saying though? So it's like we're getting close. We're getting close.
Okay. We're getting like close to being the Jetsons.
We're getting close.
We're not exactly the Jetsons yet.
Yeah, we're getting close.
I mean, that looks
I like cars. I have a car in my garage. I have a drift car that I've driven one time. And I've had it for like 2 years.
You were telling me when you bought it, you were hyped.
I've driven it one time.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I'm trying to sell it right now. Like this is what happened.
How
right?
much was it?
So I bought it for like I want to say 10,000.
Oh, okay.
Right? Drove it, and there was like problems. Okay. So I was like, I want to.
One time you drove it.
The one time I drove it,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't know how to drift, so I'm just like in the parking lot, just basically getting a feel for the car.
Okay.
And they're like, the car's fine. You can drive it right now until you crash into a wall, or you can upgrade it and it'll last your entire drift thing. So I was like, let's I got paper.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and
I was
upgrade
single at the time. Like,
yep, of course.
easy peasy.
Yeah.
Drop it off at the shop.
Yep.
Dude sells me an engine, lemon, which means it's shitty, bad, terrible.
It's a bad engine.
Terrible.
Okay.
In order to get it to work, I'd have to like machine it. And this is like during COVID, couldn't do it. So I like sold that shitty engine. It spent like $12,000
Okay, so we're at 22.
getting a brand new engine, whole things like that. And then another like $8,000
We're at
on like
30.
fabrication.
All right.
And now it's in my garage. And I'm just like, if I drive this and crash it, I'm going to be so sad. So I'm afraid to take my drift car drifting.
You have anxiety about your drift
Yeah,
car.
I look at it. I'm just like, if I take this to the thing and I hit something, I'm gonna cry. As opposed to being like, it's $10,000. I don't care.
Yeah.
So it's like,
okay.
so now it's like, I want to put in the seat time on a set of Corsa on my racing simulator, but then it's just like,
now you're practicing to drive your real car.
in order for me to do that, I need to stream more often, and I don't like streaming.
Also, I was talking to Ian Crim6.
Yeah, he's a Porsche, right? No, he has the.
He had a
It's
Porsche.
light blue. He had a light blue Porsche.
Right, light blue Porsche.
Yeah.
But he's also like
Big car nut
he's a professional race car driver right
out of
now.
nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He
He-
stopped
yeah.
he stopped competing in COD and
And was
started
like,
racing
yeah,
cars.
I'm a race car driver.
But he has expressed to me, I can't remember if we talked about it on or off the podcast, but he was like, I have to practice, so I have to do my driving simulator. But if I stream COD, I get 1,500 viewers. If I
stream
stream
it,
my racing
100,
simulator,
200, 300.
I get 100 viewers.
Yeah.
He was like, it's a hard watch. It's a difficult watch.
It's like you have to do a whole transition of like,
You can't listen to music. You can't do like TTS.
You're just frustrated
You have to like
in a
sit
chair.
there.
You're frustrated
you have to
in a
sit
chair.
there and lock in for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's a hard watch. He wasn't blaming anyone for not getting viewers. It's just a hard thing to get viewers. So like, do you really like? Do you have the mindset where it's like I can't like buy money on things that I want if I think it's not going to directly like help my career?
I think for me it's like there's girl math,
Okay.
and then there's Marcel math where it's like okay, this thing costs X. How many hours of enjoyment am I going to get out of that thing?
Okay.
And
So
that's how I think about it.
that is girl math.
Yeah, no, I feel like girls math is just like it's free because I didn't have to.
Well, okay, let's do Alexa's math. Alexa's math is these jeans are $600,
But I'm gonna wear them.
but I'm gonna wear
17
them
times, so they're
40
only.
times, so they're only really X amount of dollars.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's not. They're still six. Okay, so
Got you.
that is
Got
girl
you.
math. That's how I see
Yeah,
girl math. So-
yeah. I think it's girl math, and then like a little bit of like bouginess sprinkled in too, where it's just like,
Of course.
but it's like, it's only $300 to fly here, but it's first class. It's $1,000. It's like, I want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go somewhere I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Plus, like, I paid you $400,000 to be here.
Exactly.
So, like, you're making your money back.
Duh. You know what I mean? That's how that works for me.
I said 400, and I was like, people might believe 400. So I said 1,000. 400,000.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always have like a money, like, I never want to spend more than, like, if this is going to take away from me working, like, if I'm not going to recoup that in an amount of time working, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
But then you spent 30 racks on a car that's sitting in your garage.
Yeah, it's like, it's just sitting there.
So that's a direct counter to what you just said.
It's like a bunch of shit. It's like the drift season in like Washington is so short because of like the rain too.
Yeah.
Where it's just like I'm so limited, and like the one time I was like,
I'm gonna go drifting.
I signed up on the thing for like I filled out the form, the waiver, yada. Went to go pick up the tow dolly, and when they installed my tow hitch on my car, they forgot to put the 2 chain anchor points, and they're like, "We can't give you a dolly." And I was just like, "Okay, I'm not drifting ever again."
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I was like, ah. So like, yeah.
So now you're trying to sell it.
So somebody hit me up. They're like, "Hey, would you sell a drift car?" And I was like, "Absolutely." Like,
So you bought it for 10, put 20 into it. What are you selling it for?
like 20. If anybody wants to buy an NS14,
What if you sign it?
built to the nines,
Then
it's got a Boss kit on it. Very rare and very expensive. T-Pain has one. You know what I mean? Haha. I had mine first though.
You're a drifter.
It's clean. I got like 4 sets of tires if you want it. It's in the garage.
Oh my god.
Brand new engine, 2JZ. You know what I mean?
You want it, Matt?
It's a 2JZ
You looking
engine.
are you in the market?
Can't afford it, but yeah, that would be sick.
You just give it to Matt. He's pretty good. He used to ride motorcycles. It translates, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's like I sat in that chair and I tried to do the thing for like 4 hours, and it hasn't clicked yet for me.
So you bought a drift car not knowing how to drift.
Absolutely.
And you don't know how to drift.
I went drifting like 3 times passenger, and I was like, this is the most fun I've ever had. I want one of these.
Then you bought one.
I bought one, drove it once, and then it sat in like the shop for like a year and a half, and I got it back, and I was just like, if I drive this, I'm hurting my baby. You know what I mean?
So are you a good driver?
No. I would say that I'm a great driver. I have flipped a car though.
I was about to say, I know a little bit about your history.
I've flipped a car, but I'm a great driver.
Okay.
But I have flipped a car.
That's scary. That has to be scary.
It was terrifying.
Yeah. Like life-threatening, life flash before your eyes type scary?
I just remember, like, did you see Talladega Nights? Ricky Bobby?
A long time
Ricky
ago.
Bobby?
Yeah.
When he flips the car and he's like, oh no, I'm flying through the air right now. Just like that. Swear to God.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I just pitch black. And
You
then,
got knocked out?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm upside down.
Oh, you woke up in the car.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I have this fucking scar right here.
Oh, shit. That's from that?
Yeah. It used to be the V-Dub logo. It was like burned on my arm.
Did you flip a VW?
Yeah.
I would have tatted
A
it.
Golf R.
I would have tatted it right there.
So I got this. I have no more lives left.
Oh, is that what?
I have no more extra lives.
That's what direct.
Yeah.
That's what that's from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I was excited about getting a V-Dub. I was like, safest cars out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can imagine. Do you think that has anything to do with you not wanting to drive that fucking drift? No? Totally separate?
Totally separate. But it was just like, I put so much money into this, and if it breaks again, it's going to be sitting in the shop forever
It's
again.
all money.
And it's just like, but at this point, I'm just like, the garage is so full. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want this in here anymore. You know what I mean?
We were talking earlier about all you guys editors and stuff. So then I kind of want to bring, coming from someone who started editing, I got my initial break in editing, and I'm not a very good editor, but I did it for people who didn't want to do it, and then eventually did it for Optic, who also Hector didn't want to hire anyone else to do it, so I did it. But then I made my name for myself like through that.
Where does Hitch a Ride come from?
The Boston song. It's a song from the band Boston called Hitch a Ride, and it's like the coolest. Have you ever heard of Boston? Have you ever heard of Boston? Oh, it's like a classic rock, like it's 70s rock. And there's a song, Hitch a Ride.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
best guitar solo ever. And I was like, I love that fucking song.
Bet.
And so I had to change my AIM.
AIM.
My AIM
AIM.
name from Crack a Please 93.
Crack a please.
93, yeah. Wait, you don't get the C pass. Crack a Please 93.
Isn't Crack a band on Twitch?
Cracker is banned. The hard R.
The hard R. Yes. Yes.
Crack a Please 93, and then I changed it to Hitch a Ride
Nice.
93, and then that's
That's what's up.
Dude, you know who Frosty is? Gigi Frosty?
Yes.
So he got banned off of Twitch back in the day when he was making content for saying cracker.
Didn't Hassan get banned and he got like the golden cracker from Cheez-It or something like that?
I don't know.
I swear to God, this could be a fever
that
dream.
might be
But yeah.
true. But Frosty's return stream on Twitch after getting banned, he did a cracker tier list of like all the best crackers. And it was like written
Because you can't ban him for that.
It's so good.
I think he just started streaming again with Avalanche.
Yeah, I actually talked to Ava. I talked to Ava a few days ago because I was trying to get him here because I'm sure he's got some fucking stories. He
Man.
he lived at the Beast compound. He's been all over the place.
He's a grinder.
He is a grinder.
I feel like he's just like the people around him bring him down slowly sometimes. I feel like if you place him in the right thing, he would just fucking.
I think he did a Marcel and took a couple years off.
Yeah.
I don't think it was girl related. I think he just did it.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, do it, dog.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's only a matter of time.
So you were editing.
Yeah, I was editing, and so I kind of wanted to talk to you about your editor is now one of the bigger streamers on Twitch.
Dude, fuck Puffer, dude. Puffer, suck my dick, bro. What you did to me in Mario Party like 3 days ago or whatever, you're a piece of shit,
well,
bro.
okay, I have heard you said you uninvited him to your wedding.
Yeah. So first of all, he was on the maybe list. Kristen put him on the maybe list. I was like, no, Puffer definitely gets invited. He's my first editor. Like,
Right, yeah, he has to be invited.
boom. But then what he did to Mario, oh my bro, like come on. He stole 57 coins from me and then a star. I was in last place.
And he's still.
Why aren't you stealing from first place? What are you doing? You're not invited.
It was actual beef.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was your editor for a long time, and now,
Yes. I mean,
now he's crushing it.
I have nothing but love for Puffer. I mean, like all of my editors that I've had over the course of the year have some sort of YouTube or streaming career now.
Oh, okay.
And the entire time, the reason why I called it the sweatshop was because I had like 4 or 5 editors because I didn't want them to be locked into just only editing my videos. I wanted them to like edit my video. Obviously, we have to pick videos up, but when you're not editing, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to be a full-time editor, do it.
Edit for other people,
But
get your bag.
Puffer's crushing it. I watched some of his streams, like his Nuzlocke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like to donate subs to ruin his run. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the world. Someone always like counteracts it by gifting more subs and then I gotta gift more. It's a genius concept.
Yeah,
So, like, I got nothing but love for Puffer, but like sometimes I like text him, he won't text me back. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey man,
Damn,
like
forget. Sometimes you get a little juice, forget who's drinking
yeah,
water.
you know what I'm
with,
saying?
you know?
But like I love Puffer to death, and like it's so funny because he's like, Marcel, you need to start streaming. I'm like, I'm not fucking streaming, and now it's like I should have listened to Puffer. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah,
no, he's blowing up.
I love like nothing but kudos to Puffer. Every time I see him, it's nothing but love. But I hate him to death. I hate him so much. Whenever we play games, I hate him.
Yeah, he was on the. I remember he was on the Purge server, and I felt like a weird connection to him because I was like, oh, you're an editor that like now you're doing your own thing. That's what I did.
He had one of like the most iconic Purge days when he built the glass walkway in the ceiling and he was dropping
TNT
and anvils off of it.
Dude, we were
genius.
We did the first 2 weekends. So the Purge server lasted 3 weeks. It's weird. We
And then
talk about it.
It got bad.
We talk about it all the time, but it lasted 3 weeks.
It was fun until it wasn't.
And we did the first 2 weeks. And then we were gone. We had to go to COD Next or something for the third week. So we weren't there. But I saw all the clips. There's so many. I think Terrorizer plays the Pornhub intro for everyone. And he's doing the dropping the anvils. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, I wish.
I spent an entire day breeding wolves. And I went into battle with wolves. And just playing Who Let the Dogs Out.
That's so good. That is so good.
And then it got to the point where it was just like, all right, we're done, right? Yeah, everybody's gone.
Yeah. Man, imagine what it's like being a full-time. I feel like we're harping. Maybe I'm a little drunk now, but I feel like we're harping on Minecraft. YouTubers.
I love Minecraft.
I can't imagine.
I love it.
Imagine being like Green. You know who Green is? Or like fucking Captain Sparkles
Vicstar.
Vicstar.
I
And
wish
you
I would have
just-
like.
fucking Preston Plays.
Yeah.
You just wake up every day.
So I talked to. Oh, it's like Vicstar's put this out there. How much money he's like made off of Minecraft servers in the early days. I talked to Preston before Fortnite Creative Mode came out. They flew a bunch of content creators out, and Preston was one of them, and I was one of them. And we talked, and I was like, talking about monetization and stuff, and he was just like, "Bro, I make 10x on my Minecraft servers." And I was just like,
Reed, his manager Reed.
I'm like, "Bro, what?"
Reed used to be my boss, and Reed at the time was managing Preston, and he was managing. Who else was he managing? T. Martin? I don't know. He was managing a few people, but Preston was his biggest guy. And then he signed a small creator by the name of Mr. Beast.
Oh wait, who? Mr.
And I remember at the time I couldn't stand Reed, and I've talked to him about this, and I couldn't stand him because he was like my boss.
I
And
think I know
had
Reed.
never had a boss before. You don't know Reed?
I think I have. I think I met him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. But at the time, I was so jaded about what was happening with Optic that I was like, anyone who's like a boss doesn't know. You don't know Optic like I know Optic. And he was like, dude, I think Minecraft servers are the way to go because I manage Preston, and I'm telling you, man, like this is the next thing. And I was like, man, like Call of Duty, no. And then 3 years later, I found out how much they were making, and I was like, God, I have done nothing but made mistakes in this shit.
Yeah.
And now I have a bar show, and
But shout out Preston and his wife. I did a Among Us like show with Preston's wife.
Really?
And I lasted the first episode.
What does that mean? A show?
I don't know what it was, like our YouTube Red show.
Oh, like a real show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like the whole concept was there was two imposters.
And you were trying to remain anonymous.
We'll get into that. So it was like there's two imposters, like literally Among Us, and then you had to like complete challenges, and then after we had like a survivor-esque panel.
So this is not the game Among Us.
No, it was like real life.
Real life. Oh.
And I got eliminated the first episode,
Damn.
first day.
So when you're going to the anonymous, are you thinking, "Fuck, this might happen again"?
Well, I have an untrustworthy face. Apparently, that's what it boiled down to. And I was just like, I asked like the production team. I was like, "Hey, in my contract,
Which production team?
the YouTube production, like the people that are filming the show
For the YouTube Red show.
And I was like,
Okay.
do I get paid the full amount if I get eliminated day one? And they're like, yeah. And I was just like, so I just.
Oh, so you tried to get eliminated?
I just pretended to be more of like secretive, and they were like,
Okay.
"We just don't trust you." And I was like,
Oh no,
"Man, I get to go home 7 days before you guys and get the same amount of money."
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
but Preston's wife, I think, was one of the imposters.
oh, okay.
I knew it.
You knew it.
I knew it.
You're like, it's your show.
I
Of
was
course,
like,
you're the imposter.
Immediately. I was like, it's her.
That is so
It's
good.
her.
So you were actually one of the stars, one of the
I don't know about star.
16,
15.
one of the 15 competitors on a USA show.
Yep. Some Peacock.
/ Peacock show, called a reality TV show called The Anonymous.
Yeah.
First of all, what can you talk about? What you can talk about?
Yeah.
What can you talk about?
I can talk about my experience as long as it aligns with. I can't reveal new information
Oh, okay.
until March,
Your NDA drops in March.
and we were talking amongst the cast about maybe doing like our
Around
own
the bar
our
episode?
own reunion
Oh, an NDA free,
list reunion.
and it would definitely go on your YouTube channel.
I would like it to. Yeah.
So, what was the transition like for not daytime, but like television?
It's crazy. So like I remember like the whole entire thing. I was at a monster truck rally. This is why you remember shit like this.
Yeah, because you're
And,
like the
and
weirdest person.
then I posted an Instagram story, and I wasn't getting any replies, and I was like, "This is weird." So I went to like my like messages,
Yeah.
and it was like 99 plus. So I started just deleting them. So I was like, maybe like storage issue. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I fell off. You know what I mean? so I'm like
okay.
panicking, and then I went to like I noticed that there was like there's like the top category. I clicked on it. And it
Yeah.
was like, hey, my name is Ralph. I am a casting director. Would you be interested in being on a reality TV show?
Wow.
And I was just like, absolutely. Met with this dude. He was just like, I've seen your content. You had an old series called Master of Disguise.
Yep.
And he was just like, I think you'd be perfect for the show. Would you be down? And I was like, perfect. Boom. And we did like a mock interview.
Okay.
So I'd have to submit like, hi, I'm Marcel.
Yeah.
So like he asked me questions. He edited that, submitted it.
Wow.
Got a second interview, met with the executives, did a like fake run of the anonymous mode on the show.
Okay.
And they were like, boom. I had to do a physical.
Okay.
Where an EKG hooked up to my chest.
Really?
And had to like run. I was
So you don't die on the
I was
show.
15 pounds lighter, so I had to run on a thing. And then did that. We had to do a full psych evaluation.
Wow.
Where it's just like, and the questions were crazy. They were like, have you ever thought about like killing an animal? Have you ever da 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 da? Do you participate in any unusual sexual activities? And I was like, what's unusual? I was like, what do you? And they're like, whatever you consider unusual. And I was like,
It ain't unusual to me.
somewhat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that. And then boom, boom, boom. And then they're like, you made the show, flew out. I think we can say now it was filmed in Spain.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Okay.
Flew out to Spain. And then
Yeah. I
lock
remember
in.
you texted me and you were, or maybe we were.
You
playing.
texted me and you were like, yo. And I was like, I leave in like 3 days to go to Spain.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
had told me about
Yep.
had told me about the show. But your fiance got you a something to remember her?
She bought me a Rollie.
a Rolex.
She bought me a Rolex, and it didn't come before I left. So,
Oh, really?
So she gave me like a picture of it. I was like, bet. Bet.
So you were supposed to be wearing the Rolex
Yeah.
to remember her during the
Yep.
show.
Yep. So then, long story short,
Yeah.
she accidentally bought a woman's Rolex, and it doesn't fit my wrist. So I bought like extra links in the wrong metal. So I have this like too small of
this
a woman's Rolex. It's still worth like $4,000.
You have this like makeshift.
But it's like it's really cool. But it's like
Yeah.
it's definitely a woman's Rolex. But it's like
That
cool.
is
It was like made in the
hilarious.
70s or 60s.
Yeah.
Super cool. So yeah, flew out to Spain, and then basically we were on camera 24/7.
That is insane.
It is so hard to poop with a microphone on.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine every time you have to use the bathroom, you're mic'd up?
No, I can't imagine.
It sucks.
Yeah, I can't.
It got to the point where I was just like, "This is Marcel. I'm using the bathroom."
So it is Big Brother esque. It is
Like production was crazy,
It is. You are mic. You are lav mic.
and there's cameras everywhere, like spin and move.
What
and
happens if you just freak out?
And then there's
Fuck
like
this mic.
so.
What happens?
I think there was some of those that didn't air.
Oh, so that happened.
I
That
believe-
maybe happened.
That maybe had happened.
And then that just doesn't hit the.
I love my boy Jack. Jack's elimination was very emotional and very.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was cut out. And like we prepared for it. We like did a whole TikTok because he came and visited, and
Yeah.
like we made a whole like scene, cut it all out, so we didn't even use the TikTok.
Really?
He
Wow.
he was just like, who does this make sense for? So we played Uno, and we like all +2'd him, and he was like, who does this make sense for? But they didn't show it, so it was like the TikTok's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so.
But it was cool. It was
wild.
cool, but like pooping was hard. No cell phone.
Yeah.
There was a.
You texted me when you got out, and I was like, "Bro, you missed the whole Kendrick Drake beef."
Exactly, that was it. I was like, bro. He was like, bro, you just missed the entire rap beef of the century. And I'm like, what? I'm like flying home from Spain, like trying to listen to all the songs.
You're like, "This is push-ups. This came out a month ago."
I was like, what is going on?
That is so funny. The one time you go into Spain and they take your phone, there's the biggest rap beef of the century.
And it was, 'cause we had a 15-minute phone call, and I remember talking to Kristen, and I was like, anything new going on? And she was like, there's like some rap beef. I was like, I got back, and I was like, some rap beef? You said some rap beef.
the two most popular artists in the world.
Some rappers, it's kind of a big deal. What are you talking about? It's still going on.
I know, it's still to this day. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
But it was
so
cool. I was
funny.
gone for like 23 days.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is so. It's got to be the craziest. And you get 2 15-minute phone calls.
We had 2 15-minute phone calls, but we only got one because there was a windstorm.
So you got to talk to your mom and your fiance.
Just my fiance.
Just your fiance.
And they're monitored. So it's like I have two. We have, they're called, I don't know what they're called. Welfare team, but they're our handlers basically. And they were like,
They're listening.
they have to watch you because you can't talk about the game. We're fully immersed in the game all the time, and like we have like a full psychiatrist on standby in case you need to talk to her, and they make you take like every couple days a mandatory like check-in to see like how you're doing, and she watches like all of the cameras all day, and she's like she makes notes. She said that I handled it extremely well. She was like, Marcel, you handled your ADHD amazing.
Yeah.
She was like, whenever things were like boom, you would just leave everybody and just go sit by yourself. So many times they'd be like full on drama, and I would just be passed out in a chair.
Really?
Just like not caring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think I can say this. We can cut it if you need me to.
No,
but
you can say it. I don't give a fuck.
I remember I asked you when we went to lunch. I was like, so how much of it is fake? And you were like, dude, it's all real. Like,
It's 100%
and
real.
we said that in the privacy of ourselves.
What you see was 100% real.
Yeah.
But you like 50% of the context and the reasons why is eliminated.
Yeah, and it's a 45-minute show.
40-minute show. Like,
Yeah.
It should have been an hour, and it should have been more episodes. But like,
Yeah.
there's so many conversations that like didn't make the show.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I would full on like people like Marcel, who are you voting for today? And I'd be like, you. And they're like, why?
Like to their face?
Like to their face. And they'd be like, why? And I was like, because it comes down to me or you, and I think it's gonna be you.
That's so good, and they left that out.
And it's like,
I think that's YouTuber brain, though.
but like,
I think so much of that is YouTuber brain,
It
and it's
is.
not reality show brain.
no, but it's like, you can paint me as a villain
Yeah.
if you want to, but like I sucked at the anonymous portion of the game, which was like kind of how they wanted us to play, but I dominated the social aspect of the game.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, if you watch the first 2 episodes, I'm the biggest threat.
Yeah. I
Because-
grinded. I think I grinded through like 6 episodes.
video games.
Yeah.
But
It was a game. You're a gamer. You
the
gotta
whole
go.
time I was like, I'm going to dominate anonymous mode.
Right.
I was like, you can talk about me all day. I'm going to crush this. Nothing's going to phase me. I played Modern Warfare 2 lobbies,
Right.
but everybody was so nice. It was like, Marcel's a threat. He plays games. Do we want a gamer to win? I was like, that's not mean. And I was just like, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
These are all facts.
Yeah.
So like when that didn't happen, I was just like, I don't know what to do. So I just started dominating that social aspect. And I was like, I'm a threat. How do I make myself not be a threat?
Yeah.
By not being good at anonymous mode. So I was so obvious that people were like, he's never going to get the power to become anonymous. So he'll never have the power to send me home. So
Right.
why should I send him home?
Okay.
And I remember they cut this out, and it's so annoying because like, I'm sitting with Christopher, who's the country boy.
Yeah.
Who's whatever. We had a whole plot line. We were called and Victoria. We were called the 3 Dumbsketeers.
Okay.
And I was like, I sat down, I was like, listen, we're not going to outsmart these people. This is like, there's a cameraman. Boom.
That's
I was like,
good.
we are not going to outsmart these people.
Let's outdumb them.
Clearly, I was like, but we can outdumb the hell out of these people. I
That
was
is
like,
so
let's be
good.
obvious. Let's be dumb.
Yeah.
Let's be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that's what we did.
And it worked.
We made it until I eliminated one of my Dumbsketeers.
Until you turned on them.
until it got to a point where I was just like,
Oh, they're too dumb.
you guys kept me in the game for too long.
That is so. I know we're a little retrospect, but Anonymous is a reality show where one person gets eliminated per night. There's 2 elements of the game. One element of the game is social aspect. You're talking to
Real
people
life.
face to face.
We live together all day.
And then the second aspect of the game is you're behind a keyboard. No one knows who is who.
You're hidden behind an emoji. We call them handles.
Right, an emoji. So
Yeah.
you were anonymous, or you were Marcel when you were talking to people.
Yeah.
You were a snake emoji.
I was $, snake, and then crown.
Yeah, so you were different emojis during the anonymous
Yeah,
portion.
and they change when the producers decide it.
Right. And if you find out, if no one figures out who you are, then you get to decide who gets kicked off.
At the end of anonymous mode, you take a test and you try to match each player to an emoji, and whoever is the top unmatched player becomes the anonymous.
So take a drink if you can't answer this, but you got kicked out day 1 of the Among Us with Preston Play's wife because you got paid the full amount. Did you get paid the full amount if you got kicked out day 1 of?
You got a day rate. It was a day rate.
So that's why people want to stay on.
You get paid a day rate. Well, obviously it's like that, and it's like there could be exposure. You know what I mean? So it's like people don't want to go home, and obviously.
But what's exposure to you? You probably have the least to gain.
And here's the thing, because like they were like the prize is $100,000. And I was just like, that's cool. And they're like, I just want to have $100,000 experience. I don't give a fuck about $100,000. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money.
Clip that.
That's $100,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if I really, really focus, I can make $100,000.
Right.
Without. So it's just like, I just want to be here, use the opportunity for what it's worth.
Right.
If it opens some new doors, great. If it doesn't, but I just want to have an experience because this is literally on my bucket list. I can show you it. It's like shoot a rocket launcher, pee in a volcano, dap up Obama, get these images, reality TV show, make a baby. It's like right there.
Castle on there.
Castle's number one actually. Castle's number one.
Okay.
And it's like random stuff. I like right on elephant. I already checked it off. You know what I mean? I want to dap up Obama. Just be like, you know what I'm saying? But like, and just keep it moving. Like no conversation. But
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Brock?
Hey,
and keep it moving.
You would call him Barack?
Yeah. What's
First
up, Brock?
name. Okay.
AOB.
He'd be like, Vanoss crew? You're like, fuck.
Yeah. And like, you know, the crazy part is about the show is when we were talking about the whole casting thing, I was just like, I think it's my best interest to not say what my job is. Because if somebody...
Yeah.
Because it looks bad. I play the games for a living. So I think I'm just going to tell everybody that I'm a full-time balloon artist.
It's great.
And I brought balloons. I made balloons on the show.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what's the demographic of like the cast? And they're like mid-20s to like late 60s. And I was like, the odds aren't in my favor to lie on a show where you have to lie.
Yeah.
Because if I'm caught in that lie, I'm going home immediately.
Okay.
So I was truthful.
You told the truth.
So I was truthful. No one knew who I was. And I was like, all right, well, there goes that strategy. But then afterwards, it was like Xavier, who won Big Brother. His brother's a huge fan. Dylan was in a fraternity. All the fraternity brothers watch my videos. I FaceTimed him afterwards.
Really?
Tyrina, who's one of the older women on the show,
Right.
her daughter has been watching me for 10 years.
Really?
And I was just like, just that close.
You were that close to getting caught.
Of the degrees of separation.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And so you told me, I asked you privately, because I had theories.
Yeah.
I thought that there's a show that becomes a couple on a show. It's not a dating show, but they become a couple anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be real. You
100% real.
It was real.
It was real on the show. They tried dating. It didn't work out, and they do not like each other. They hate each other. Shout out Christopher. Shout out Victoria. They fucking can't stand each other.
You also told me, or I also had a theory. We didn't talk about it, but at one point, I guess I didn't realize how popular reality TV is because everyone recognized two of the cast members
Immediately.
from other reality shows.
Yeah, so Nina was on Survivor.
Right.
Xavier was on Big Brother. He won Big Brother. That's a huge deal. Big Brother's a long time.
Right. I just, maybe I'm just not a reality.
Andy King was part of the Fire Festival.
I did know Andy.
He was going to suck dick for water.
That's my man.
I love Andy.
He was the fucking man.
Andy, me and Andy had like a 2-hour phone call one day.
Really?
I love Andy to
He's
death.
the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
And like I got real close to Andy on the show because it was just like, I was like, hey, now I want to go on your yacht. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, tell me about P. Diddy. You know what I mean? Like, Ja Rule did what? You know what I mean? So it's like whatever.
So good.
But yeah, like people were like that was their showrunners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was for me. It was frustrating because the marketing didn't use me at all, and I wanted to be used. And it was just like over the course of the show,
They should have. And I bet you they're kicking themselves now.
people were doing like interviews and podcasts. I didn't do any.
During the show?
No, afterwards.
Oh, for like press
the
release
press
and
release,
stuff?
but like everybody else was doing them, and I didn't, and we weren't allowed to go out and get them for ourselves. It was in our contract.
Wow.
This is whatever. It's like I'm not allowed to be like, hey, Around the Bar wants to have me on the podcast. I cannot do that. You have to approach them, and then they have to approve it.
Wow. Okay,
and I asked, I was like, hey, can I?
You're like, I'm by far the biggest internet
I want to do
personality.
something, even
Yeah.
if I stream me live reaction to the show.
Right.
They're like, no.
Ooh.
And then they would give us
Dude, a live stream reaction would have been crazy.
and then they would give us a folder that would have pictures from the episode,
Yeah.
and then like clips from the episode.
Okay.
Most of them were posted from their Instagram account, and I would collaborate on them.
Yeah.
I posted some of those on YouTube. They blocked them all,
Of your own show. Of the show you were on. Not your
and it was just clips of me.
Yeah.
They blocked them.
Damn, man.
I'm just like, are you guys shooting yourself in your foot?
I think it's just that little bit of separation between what television and internet is.
But those videos had like 200,000 views, and they took them down.
Right. That's probably 15x the amount of views that they posted.
Yeah.
I would assume.
And it's like I'm not trying to be like.
I know.
Do you guys know who the fuck I am?
No. You're posting on the platform that you work.
And they're like, no.
Right. Yeah. If this happened to be a poker thing, I'm sure the poker girl would have had the most amount. You know
and I
what
was
I mean?
like, even if you just let me I will wait and do a live reaction a week after the episode airs.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
Man, that would have been so sick.
And that's what makes me mad about like the show is just like the poker girl. Right. Like, I figured out that she was a poker player.
You knew who she was?
Because she told me, I was like, oh, like, tell me about your husband. She's like, oh, he's in Vegas, da-da-da. And that's when I was like, I remembered the video of the hand that she had that was super controversial during COVID.
That's her. I knew I recognized
7-4.
her.
She had
7-4.
She had 7-4 or no, Jack 4. She had Jack 4. She had Jack 4 and her opponent had worse hand and she beat him. And she explained it terribly.
She cheated.
She did not cheat.
That's
the controversy.
cheated.
That's the controversy. She did not cheat.
Cheated.
That is
I knew I recognized
Pull up the
her.
video. If you can find it, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute.
Yo,
she did not cheat.
Daniel Negreanu said she cheated. She
She
cheated.
did not cheat. She did not cheat.
She cheated.
But I knew it. So when she said, I'm a poker player, I said, at her elimination, I said, I knew it. Jack 4. And she goes, how did you remember the hand? And
Jack 4.
And I explained the whole thing.
Because 7, I'm thinking 7-2, which is.
I explained the whole thing. But it's like they don't show my genius on the show. They don't show how my ADHD autism remembers that kind of shit. They show me just being dumb the whole time. Like me falling up the stairs and stuff.
Her name is Robbie. R-O-B-B-I.
Robbie.
You found it?
I'm looking.
Robbie
for like
Lou.
whatever video I need to be finding, but I found like
Yeah, it's gonna be a long clip, but you can probably find it. Maybe go to that 2-minute one, maybe 2-minute 45 seconds. No, it's on the fucking news. Boo. Yeah, you have to like
Just Robbie Hands.
What's up,
maybe.
guys?
Just
Mark
Robbie.
Hansen from Crush Live Poker.
Where's the fucking?
Yeah,
No
people are
value.
just gonna- I mean, this guy is just going into.
Okay.
He's doing
I'll break it down. I'll break it down for you. So she has Jack 4.
She actually thought that she had a 3. There's just no question. If you believe that she had a 3, this isn't even a controversy. But if
No,
you
because
don't
one of the
care,
producers
Jack
quit
4,
right after
then I
this.
believe
He
that she thought she
he
had
stopped
a 4.
playing poker cash games.
Who did?
Garrett. He stopped playing.
No, not him. Wait, isn't that guy like a? Isn't he?
Yes. Yes. This is why it's so controversial. He's goated.
Dude, I knew I recognized her.
Her husband.
I knew I
recognized
recognized
her husband
her.
was Jake Paul's manager, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So to break it down, she has Jack 4. He has 8-7.
Yeah,
She technically has the better hand.
but in no circumstance would she ever think she has the better hand.
Exactly. And he plays his hand as if it is better than hers.
Which she should 100% assume
Fold
it is.
her hand
She
because
should,
she has absolutely nothing.
10 out of 10 times any pro player
She reads his bluff, which should work. She reads his bluff. It
Yeah.
should work. And calls him. He loses the hand.
Right.
And she explains it in a way that is so terrible and is so bad that it does not make sense. And the way she explains it, if it was true, the way she explained
What's
it.
the river? Does she have anything?
No, they both have nothing.
Jack high. She
They-
wins off a jack high.
And he has 8 high. The way she explains it, if that were true, she would have lost the hand. But the hand is worth $250,000.
If you believe it, man.
So she's on the show.
If you
So she's on
believe
the
it.
show telling
I
everybody,
knew I recognized her,
she's like a
dude.
vet, and I'm like, you lying son of a bitch. I'm like, I know exactly who you are, and I'm keeping that all to myself.
Fuck, man. I knew the hand. I didn't remember her name.
I'm keeping that all to myself and not telling anybody the entire time.
Yeah, because I think at one point in the show, I was playing zombies last night and I was crushing through Vanoss videos and the Anonymous, and yeah, I got to like I'm at episode like 6 or something right now, and I think she just gets eliminated, and I'm like, God, she looks so familiar.
Exactly, and that's why I did the first like day. I was just like
yeah, because I'm assuming you knew the Firefest guy as soon as you walked in.
I knew Andy,
Yeah,
and then her.
okay,
Those are the only two people.
Same. I knew Andy, and then I was like,
And that's where I was just like-
recognize her.
I was just staring at her.
I didn't know.
And
it
then
was Jack
I figured
4.
out who she was in anonymous mode when she got eliminated too, because the night before. All right, this is gonna be a crazy topic. Okay?
Yeah.
What's your sign?
Capricorn,
Okay, cool.
I think.
You're a Capricorn.
Almost positive.
Okay, cool. Space racism is what we call it,
Space racism.
because it's it's what it is.
It is, yeah.
So she's a Sagittarius.
Okay. Fuck them.
My fiance is a Sagittarius.
Oh, never mind.
No, listen. Let me break it down. We are the most incompatible signs.
What is?
A Taurus and a Sagittarius.
Okay.
And that is my relationship. We're opposites. I think there's one
Opposites attract.
there's one that beats me on whatever her sign.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and someone asked me what my sign was. I was like, I'm a Taurus.
In anonymous mode or face to face?
Real life.
Face to face.
And she walks by and she goes, "Oh, you're a Taurus." I was like, "Yeah, what are you?" And she goes, "I'm a Sag." And she's like, I found this really cool book about like Sages. And I was like, "All right, cool. And then I was like, my girlfriend's a Sag.
Mm-hmm.
So we go into anonymous mode and I go, I'm going to look for shit that my fiance would type in chat. Swear to God. I was like, I'm looking for bluntness,
Yeah.
rudeness,
Space
dry
racism.
ass texts
Okay.
that are straight to the point. We're playing and like the conversation in anonymous is not going anywhere. And it's, this is boring. This is stupid. Nobody's saying anything. I go, that's my fiance.
That's Robbie.
And it was Robbie.
You knew.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
That's so good.
Yeah. So space racism is kind of true.
So you asked her if she cheated in the Jack 4, and you guys are all mic'd up, so she said no.
She didn't cheat. I'm gonna say she didn't cheat. I'm thinking she won $250,000 and she didn't know what to do. That's my reaction. If I take you for $250,000, I'm gonna say some dumb shit too.
There is no world I call a Jack high. There's no world I call it anyone. I'm a bad player and I wouldn't do it. I don't know it. I saw one of I watched Daniel Negreanu's vlogs during the World Series of Poker every year during the summer.
I love Dan Negreanu.
He's the best.
Before we leave Robbie, I just want to say she gave me the biggest compliment.
Okay.
She said, "Marcel, you have one hell of a poker face."
Okay, she didn't cheat then.
Coming from a poker player,
If she gave you-
I was like,
You're like
thank you, Mama.
even if I get kicked off. She's been at the table with the greats. I play online with Mr. Beast.
Train wrecks took me for like $300.
I lost to Gigi Frosty one time.
I did a coin flip for Noah for like $900 one time, and he just run it back over and over again.
That's so good. I fucking love poker. But yeah, I knew I recognized him.
Yeah.
So
Dan Negreanu.
yeah, Daniel Negreanu. I think he's just the best. But he
Phil
said,
Ivey's the best.
oh, Phil Ivey's the best ever.
Dan Negreanu's the best to watch. He's so funny
Because he makes
he talks the whole time.
He
It's
just started
great.
a podcast with his wife.
He's entertaining, very entertaining.
Yeah. But yeah, Alexis and I watch whenever World Series of Poker comes on. I'm like, it's time, and she's like, okay.
I'm trying to get
let's
Ninja
do
to
it.
invite me to his nutcase ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's like $15K buy-in, and if you lose, you get another $15K. And I was like, what if I get sponsored?
Yeah. You just walk in and you have a NASCAR shirt on. It's just all sponsors.
I actually thought about that, just buying like a jacket, and it's just nothing but sponsor. All stream. It's
5K.
just
People streams?
like I'm just streaming all the time, and every time I'm streaming, it's just a NASCAR shirt with all my sponsors on it.
That's a great idea. I think that's
Velcro.
That's insane.
Sorry, we're not sponsored by Elgato anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, the check didn't clear? Well,
Goodbye.
You're fucking gone.
NZXT just got caught in a controversy, so there you go.
That's so good. Yeah, but he won't allow it.
No,
Not for the-
I think it's just like, I'm on the waiting list.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
It's like sketches in the next 4.
Yeah, Phil Hellmuth is on there.
One of the Botez sisters is always on there for sure.
They're cool. I met the younger one once.
Andrea?
Yeah, I met her once. She's cool.
Yeah, they're both
We
cool.
went to E3 together.
Alex is fucking awesome.
I never met her.
Yeah, she is really like super cool. And she's
I didn't like her song she released though. I didn't like it.
Alex?
Andrea.
Oh, I've never heard of I thought she just mixed.
No, she made a song. I did not like it.
Oh.
No, this is just my like artist
That's a fun.
opinion. Not a fan.
Are you an artist?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm saying like an artist connoisseur, a music connoisseur. I mean, everybody's an artist. I'm a music connoisseur. It's not for me. It's very like
What is it?
90s techno.
It seems like that's her thing though. 90s techno.
But she's like a DJ.
Right.
But like,
But like boom, not like
it's like
dubsteppy stuff like boom, boom,
no,
boom,
right.
boom.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
The first Blade movie, and he's walking through a club to go kill a vampire. That is the song.
And a time and place that hits though.
No, it didn't. In that very specific occasion, that slaps.
I picture myself looking kind of like Blade sometimes.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
I feel like
you're just as black.
if I feel like it works. It works sometimes.
But it's like, and I wanna go. And it's just like, it's not for me. It's not for me.
I didn't want to do this, but can you find it?
It's on her. Last time I saw it was on her Twitter.
Is it this?
This is.
Is this the right one?
Voicemail.
Did she post it? How soon is this?
This was July.
Nah, it's newer.
4 months ago.
I saw it on her Twitter like last week.
Oh, okay.
Is her Twitter in her bio?
I don't
It has to be in her bio.
know. Oh wait, her
I can
Spotify's right there.
I can scroll through here.
It's gonna be right there.
Right there. SOS.
Imagine Blade in it. Right. Do you see it now?
Yes,
Blade
I
in her
100%
club,
see it.
About to go kill a vampire.
I 100% see it. I mean,
It's not for me. It's not my kind of music.
I feel like on Molly, this shit would be crazy.
Everything's
though.
crazy on Molly, though.
I've never done Molly. I've always wanted to.
No
but
comment.
I've never have. Yeah.
This slaps, but not for me.
But not for you. You have to be a vampire with a
Yeah.
sword. Okay. Oh, that's an AMF.
That wasn't AMF. You saw that, right?
That was an AMF. All right, Andrea. She hit the fucking
You're doing it.
It sounds 90s, like
It's
90s
very
electro.
90s. Hey, and nothing. Hey, I'm like I said, kudos. It's just not for me. It's very 90s, though, right?
It is very 90s. I like 90s, like 90s, like electro.
This is like one of those like PlayStation 1 games. It's a loading screen.
Absolutely.
You're waiting. You haven't pressed start yet.
Yeah, that pays the bills.
That pays the
That pays the bills.
That pays the bills.
Valorant's gonna hit her up pretty soon.
AMF shots?
Yeah! I'm with it. I'm back in.
John Wick, like walking through and to kill somebody. You know what I mean? That's immediately where my head went.
I am back. I am so back in. Nah, the two of them are crazy. Man.
This is the impossible game when you get to the end of the game.
Oh yeah. What's the game with the? What's the game that the one dude made? He made all the. He made all of the fucking.
The one game with the one dude that made it.
One guy made one game and it became like the most popular game.
Among Us?
That's two people.
Am I getting over it? What are we talking about?
No, getting over it's a good call though.
The impossible game.
No,
We have to jump the cube?
it's a black and white game. There's a boss.
Undertale.
Undertale. Yeah, it sounds like an Undertale. If that was an 8-bit, it would be an
Apparently,
Undertale.
the Undertale like code is like the worst code anyone has
I
ever seen.
think
in a
one
video
guy
game.
made it.
Yeah,
right?
but apparently it's just like it's so like layered on top of each other that like you can't fix it. Like if something broke, you have to like undo everything.
That's what I think. I heard Jack talk about Among Us.
Oh, it was bad. They called it spaghetti code.
Spaghetti code.
Yeah,
They made it possible,
but it was just like
and that was it.
Among Us died as fast as it did is because they couldn't add things to it fast enough.
Yeah,
And it was just like the mods were better. It's like Minecraft, but not Minecraft.
dude, Minecraft. Oh, no, we can't do it again. I was about to go back into
What
it.
Minecraft could be if they tried instead of releasing one thing every year.
Nah, the only reason it's still here is because they release one thing every year. That's the only thing.
No.
That's the only reason it's still alive.
But it could be so much better.
I don't think so. I think it's as good. I think no other game has even done it right. No, every other game, you need updates, but if you get too many updates, the
Well,
game
Fortnite ruined that.
right.
'Cause Fortnite was doing weekly updates.
It's over.
How do you compete with that?
No, but I also think that ruined Fortnite.
It did.
Yeah.
It did to an extent.
But also, I think it ruined it in a very select few people's eyes.
Yeah.
And
But a year to release something no one asked for is not the wave all the time.
yeah, but then you get the Caves and Cliffs update, and you're like, damn, this game.
Have you played since the Hammer came out?
No.
Exactly. We're 2 updates past that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
They're about to put out the fucking.
Now, what is the one? It's like the Angel. Like you can't look at them.
you can't look at them. It's like the thing in Lethal Company.
I haven't played.
What game? When
Drunk.
When it's all said and done, what'd you say?
We're kind of drunk.
I'm kind of drunk. You want to start drinking that?
No, I gotta go. I gotta drive.
Okay. Well,
Ubers are like not that much money though.
That's true. You're not wrong.
What's a DUI?
well, maybe not that. Out of all the games that you and the crew have played, you and your guys have played, what is the one when it's all said and done that you'll look back on and you're like, that was the most fun? Because you guys have had Lethal Company.
I don't want to say it, but it's Gary's Mod.
It's Gary's Mod. You've had a love-hate with Gary's Mod.
Yeah. It's hard. It's like imagine GTA
Right.
if GTA never had an update.
Mm.
And then you discover it 5 years after.
Okay.
So you're dealing. You have this catalog of things, and you just burn through it, and you have the most fun, and then there's just nothing left, to the point where you have to pay people to create the fun for you.
So, I've asked you this 5 times, and I've never understood the answer. So let me try my best to give my own answer.
Okay.
I will ask you what is Gary's Mod, and you
Gotcha.
will say it is a modification of the game Counter-Strike.
Made by Lord Gary.
Gary, by a guy named Gary. Counter-Strike Go, Counter-Strike Source, Counter-Strike 1.6.
See, the thing is, you have to download all of those to play Gary's Mod.
Holy shit! Okay.
Because
just Counter.
because it borrows textures from
all of them.
Half-Life, Left 4 Dead,
Okay.
and then like the more games that you have on your Steam, the more add-ons you can add to the game.
Oh, okay.
Like you can add Call of Duty weapons, but if you don't have that
If you
game,
don't have that
sometimes
Call
you
of Duty.
won't. Sometimes you won't have the texture
Wow. Okay. And so a guy named Gary released basically.
for it. We call him Gerald, Lord Gerald.
Lord Gerald released basically another workshop that utilizes all these games where you guys can make your own game within that game.
Kind of.
Your own sandbox, your own stage.
It is the Fortnite screen where you can pick all of the things.
Yeah. The new Fortnite screen.
Yeah, where it's like you want to go play
Basically the Roblox.
It is
screen.
Roblox.
Yeah.
Inside of a game.
Oh, wow.
But it's like, it's not as like you can do whatever you want.
Right.
So it's not like we can't go in and create a new game, but it's like Death Run, and then the entire Death Run could be textured and themed however you want. Like it's limited in the sense of like it has to abide by these rules,
Yeah.
but the world can be anything.
So does Gary's Mod does it create the foundation of what eventually becomes Unreal Engine, Fortnite, and Roblox, and
The format. I think the Steam Workshop for a game like Gary's Mod is the blueprint for Fortnite.
Okay.
Those modes.
Roblox.
So like Chap, Liquid Chap. He's just Chap now. No, do you remember Chap in 72 Hours? They had a run on Fortnite. Chap was a former pro player for Liquid.
Oh, okay.
He has crazy earnings. He's won tournaments.
Okay.
All he does is make Fortnite maps.
Okay.
And I'm like, Chap, if we just spend a day just taking direct imports from Gary's Mod and put them on Fortnite, you're 10xing. Because that's if you go on Fortnite, all of the games are shit we were doing on Gary's Mod 5 years ago.
Wow. And so I know about Prop Hunt.
Yep. There's Prop Hunt, there's a Death Run.
What is Death Run?
Wipeout.
Oh.
But someone is in charge of triggering the traps.
Oh, okay.
But we put a twist on it. So there's like Death Run lobbies where it's like there's death, and once he presses the trap is triggered, and then you can just keep running, and then like death has to like catch up and like trigger the trap and try to kill everybody before they reach the end. But we
Okay.
play it like at a pace of content where it's like the trap happens, stop,
Right.
next trap,
make
and
sure-
then Death gets to choose like, I hit. You want to go hit?
Yeah.
You want to go hit? So we made it a little bit more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there's like Guess Who, which is like populated, and you have to blend in and be an NBC.
Okay. Oh, so like Spy Party.
Spy Party.
So Spy Party was a Gary's Mod game before Spy
Basically,
Party? Oh my god.
Trouble in Terrorist Town, where it's like Among Us, basically.
Okay.
But it's like, this is where you get people where it's like spell bystander, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, so that comes from that.
That's Gary's mod.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm sure I'm forgetting like 10 other games.
So a bunch of games spawned from.
Hide and Seek is in that game. There's a
Right.
bunch of game modes.
Wow. So do you guys think when you go from Call of Duty to Gary's Mod, was
Yeah.
that the direct path?
It's like Call of Duty, GTA, Gary's mod, in like
Gary's Mod?
same kind of like time frame.
Do you guys think that you realized what you were as a group then, or did you already know? Did you already know that you just needed a stage to act, and y'all?
I think we all knew that,
Okay.
because it was just like we all were kind of like different in our own like niches.
Yeah.
And it was like this was just like boom, and it was just like everybody have free reign. You can
Yeah.
spawn in Goku if you wanted to, and then Krillin. This is one of our iconic clips, and then make them have sex
Yeah.
by attaching rockets to their crotches. You know what I mean? And then controlling them with a button. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like whatever we wanted, we could do it.
So when games like Lethal Company, like Among Us, like Faz come out, it is just a here we go.
But those are even more limited than Gary's mod.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So these games like Among Us and like Lethal Company, y'all were already available.
We should have gotten to Red Dead. Like Red Dead would have been huge for us.
Okay.
Like that kind of game. Where it's
Okay,
just like
okay.
there is no limit to the game.
So do you? If the
Minecraft's a good game.
If the Vanoss crew was a publicly traded company, before GTA 6 comes out, and I put 100,000 on you guys, am I going to be a gazillionaire?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Because Evan only plays on Tuesdays. Evan records on Tuesdays and sometimes Wednesdays. Unless there's a sponsored video deadline.
He works one day a week?
He works Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and he tries to play as many games as he possibly can. I love you to death, Evan, but it's just it became so frustrating. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it's been like this for years, and you know it. We call it Vanoss Tuesdays.
Vanoss Tuesday.
Vanoss Tuesdays, and you text who you want to be there, and you don't tell us in Discord, and Tyler gets mad and complains about it every single week, yet you don't change because you don't read the Discord.
That is so funny.
It's literally like he records Tuesdays and Wednesdays unless there's a
Yeah.
sponsored video, but like from noon to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Go.
Are you more friends with some of people and more coworkers with others?
Yes. So like, even though Vanoss Tuesdays pisses me the fuck off, he's still considered like a friend.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
Scotty, I would consider like a friend. Like
Right.
I spent the night at Scotty's house. Scotty spent the night at my house.
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler is a friend.
Right.
Moo is a friend, even though
Yeah.
I never spent the night at his house, or whatever.
Yeah.
Nogle's a coworker.
Okay.
Brian is a coworker.
Right. Yeah.
Like, then that's it.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that.
'Cause
Like-
I think Ethan from Sidemen got a bunch of backlash for saying, yeah, well, the Sidemen are like coworkers now, and like the public didn't like that shit.
No, but it's just like the Sidemen, they've been friends for a decade.
Yeah. And they've been working together for a decade.
And not to shit on the UK, but the UK is very small.
Yeah.
I can be at your house 2 hours via train. If I want to go hang out with Tyler, it's a 4-hour flight,
Yeah.
and then a 4-hour flight back home.
Right.
If I want to go to Scotty, it's a 4-hour flight in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So it's like we've hung out in person maybe 12 times.
Wow. So when you see FaZe Clan or Sidemen or Alpha,
I get pissed.
or the Beta Squad,
AMP.
are you thinking like, what if
No,
I
no,
could turn back?
We've already
time?
talked about we've already talked about doing this. So even though we're all in relationships, we're all wifed up,
Yeah.
whatever. We are going to send all the women in our lives together somewhere, and we're all going to fly to Wildcat's house,
Okay.
and it's just going to be content fucking week.
Dude.
We're live all the time. We're
Do you
filming
guys-
all the time. But it's like, Scotty's down, Tyler's down, boom, boom. But it's like when, like,
Right.
I want to do it now.
Would you guys do it without Vanoss?
He can come if he wants to, but
Right.
but I don't want. As soon as you go, well, then you're not invited. It is excitement, or you're not coming.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I completely understand.
He won't be there the whole time. I know he won't. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this stuff.
Yeah.
and that's his thing. It's cool.
But also, you guys are such a different type of team.
We're so different.
A lot of you guys, almost all of you guys, don't use face cams for that type of content.
But like that thing, the content that we made
Yeah.
supported that.
Of course. Yeah,
It did.
Of course.
But now we're in this thing where it's just like, you just need to go live,
Right.
full cam,
Yeah.
and
changed a
sprinkle in video games.
little. That's true. That is true. And I think you guys are basically a glorified improv group. Like, you guys are an improv group that your stage is a video game.
And we haven't had a stage
Would you guys
in such a long time.
Would you guys be able to IRL stage it?
I think so.
I think so too.
I mean, like,
It would be hilarious.
Wildcat's house is the place to host it. He has
A bunch of land.
a bunch of land. He's got like 10 cars. He's got like go-karts.
Yeah.
Whistling Diesel lives down the block,
Yeah.
and he destroys cars. So it's
Right.
like he's got a tank.
Yeah.
It's like we can do whatever we want at Tyler's house. He's got a dildo that is this big. It's like in his pool.
Thank
It just
God.
sits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm riding that. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
So it's like we can do all that stuff
Yeah.
at Wildcat's house,
Right.
and then the women can just deal with the heinous things that we did while we were there.
Yeah. But you guys could also have a Vanoss, Alpha, Betas, Wildcat, and the Pussy Crew.
I hate Alpha Beta so much.
Okay, we'll get to that. You guys could have your own cul-de-sac in Seattle. You guys could have
Not
your own.
Seattle. It's too expensive. We gotta go somewhere else.
You could have your own cul-de-sac in where's Wildcat live? Colorado.
Nashville.
Nashville.
I had to think about it. I'm kind of drunk.
Y'all could own an entire neighborhood in Nashville.
Yeah. Like I think Tyler bought like 18 acres like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just blank.
Could you imagine that fucking even?
We would crush it.
Y'all would be insane.
We would crush it. But it's like everybody's down, but no one wants to pull trig. Like we had a whole conversation. Let's send each other Christmas presents and make videos out of it.
Yeah.
I'm down. All right, who's picking who? No response.
Y'all need them. Do y'all have a manager? Are y'all all managed by different people?
We all have different managers. That's the thing. So like I said, like we are the Vanoss crew,
God.
but we are all independent.
Right, of course,
And
yeah.
like the lack of communication has destroyed us over the last 10 years.
But y'all have not been destroyed.
No, it's
From
like-
a person that is outside looking in, y'all are the least amount of
but
destroyed
it's like
creators.
It's like to the point where it's like if you don't text me, I'm not going to see the Discord message because there's so much dumb shit that goes on
Yeah.
in our Discord, and it's like, why are you posting this in here? But I'm not checking this all the time unless it's Tuesday.
Unless it's Tuesday.
Because that's the only time people respond because they know Evan's playing today. You're guaranteed to get something recorded.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
And it's like, and I love them all to death, but I can talk shit about the people because I love them.
yeah.
Nogla only communicates with Brian and Vanoss.
Yeah.
Tyler communicates with everybody and gets annoyed that no one responds. But then he has a separate Discord with like marksmen and them to play Call of Duty.
Yeah. Discord.
Discord.
I'm in it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, there's like, I hate all of them.
It seems
I
like,
hate them so much.
You're not an only child, are you?
No, I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
But I love them all to death. I take a bullet for them, but I hate them to death. All of them.
Is it similar? It's
more frustrating.
Your work brothers are more
The
frustrated.
Vanoss crew is more frustrating than my family.
That's.
And my mom runs my nonprofit.
Yeah.
And she called me. And I was like, she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm in Dallas. She's like, oh, by the way, and I love my mom to death. I'm just like, You know what I mean?
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dropped my mom off at the airport this morning.
You're just like, this is great. I'm in an Uber. I'm on my love you to death. Can you text this to me?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. When it comes to I can't really, because you guys talk way more than the optic people talk. Because like optic guys, like we have a bunch of different teams and a bunch of different like. Really, the only relationship I have, how you have, is with Nick and with TST, Blake and George. And I'm an only child, and so the closest thing I can
having brothers.
Yeah, they are brothers.
Yeah.
They are brothers. I can talk shit about them. You guys can't.
Yes, I will kill you.
I will kill you if you talk shit about them.
What did you say to my brother? Yeah.
But I almost exclusively only talk shit about them.
But you're allowed to.
Because I love them so much.
Exactly. They need to be humble.
Exactly.
Like Nogla's, like I said, I love Nogla.
Yeah.
I can't stand Nogla. He's doing this thing where he's posting like 20-second black and white clips with no context that do not make sense to me. Right now, and I wrote in the chat, and I was just like, "What are these videos?
Where are these up?
On his YouTube channel, on his Instagram, on his TikTok, on his Twitter? What the fuck are these videos?" And I asked him, "What are these videos?" And here's the thing: I come across as aggressive and angry all the time. Stop. I come across aggressive and angry. I'm just passionate. It's just passion.
No, it's just pure.
I'm just passionate. So I have to ask things very cautiously, and I say like, "Hey man, Nogla, what are these black and white videos that you're posting?" No response.
Yeah. Maybe he's prepping it.
What is it though? If you watched every single one, you could not tell me what it means. It's just day 1, day 2, day 3. What is it? They're 20 seconds long, so you're not monetizing them. They're not making you any money. Why are you doing these things?
And it doesn't affect you at all, but you got it.
He's just killing his CTR. This is how you tank you're tanking your watch time minutes. You're not making any money off. Why? What does this mean? You didn't tell us. You didn't tell us what you were doing. We can't like support this. We don't know what the fuck it is. And I love you to death. But this makes sense to him. But you didn't explain it to me, so it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, so this is going on his
every day. I'm sorry.
Wait, so this is on his YouTube channel.
So Nogla has 2 channels. He doesn't really care about this one as much.
Oh, so this is his like main channel that got a lot of views, then it stopped getting views, then he made a new channel.
Because YouTube kind of like weird.
That's what everyone did.
Yes.
Everyone did that.
Except for me. I'm hurting for it.
Okay.
So, but this is
Hey,
what
whenever you want to make the Basically I Do Hitch react channel.
I'm down. Literally, I'll record 3 reacts a day.
I'm down.
Except for Thursdays, I record with Scotty. Thursdays, I record reacts.
Tuesdays, you can't record. Thursdays.
No, Tuesdays is a, what are you playing? No, I'm not playing that game, Evan.
Okay.
And Thursdays, I record reacts with Scotty.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're down, I'm down.
I'm down.
But so this is his original channel.
And then he has
made a new channel.
And then he has Nogla and Terrorizer React, and then he has Nogla Plus.
Okay.
But this is his main channel that he's had for a decade plus. What are these videos? I'm not making this up. Scotty texted me yesterday. He said,
"What is this about?"
He sent me a screenshot of these videos, and he said, "Any idea what this nonsense is?" And I said, "Probably something that he thought was really smart." And then I said, we should make Tyler ask him to trigger him.
Yeah.
Because Tyler knows how to get under his skin.
Yeah, of course.
But like I said, I don't know what this is. He hasn't responded to me in our group chat. Still.
Wait, so what's going to happen in 2 days?
I don't know.
Is it a merch drop?
I don't know. Is he having another baby? But like, if you watch them in chronological order, they still don't make sense.
Dude, maybe I'm just drunk, but it is so.
It's like Markiplier's Unis Honest without any logic behind it and no money. And
I love it.
And the crazy part is like he's not
it.
making these.
Yeah, like who's making? They're Pokemon cards with a Charizard. It's
CGI.
CGI.
He has somebody in Gary's mod.
Oh, it's Gary's mod. Okay.
Making these videos.
Oh, so he's going to release a Gary's mod video.
No.
A server.
We don't know.
It's got to be a server.
You can't make a server on Gary's mod.
Oh, it's got to be Gary's mod related.
No.
Are they all Gary's mod videos?
Yeah. So it's the Gary's mod like world that you can like make animations in.
Okay.
People use it for the skibbity toilet stuff.
Okay.
That. But what is it?
Matt, any ideas?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, we're gonna find out in 1 hour because it's 23 hours ago. He posted day 2.
Well, that's day 1.
So day
So
1.
then day 0 would be the day.
So then do you watch him backwards? It's like Interstellar, but you watch him and you know what I mean? And it's like Nogla.
Maybe he's a genius.
That's what I said. I said maybe he thought this was smart. I don't know what it is. And if I make fun of him, he'll get mad. And we'll have a full scream match about it. I'm like, it's stupid. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, dude, and then he'll get personal and attack me with insults. And I'm like, this is a business decision that you made.
I love it, man. I love you guys.
Stop. But like, why aren't they shorts? Well, you can monetize them if they're shorts.
22 seconds.
Why aren't they shorts? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many layers to like, what are you doing? I don't get it. And it's just like, if it doesn't make sense, but it makes dollars. That's how I do it. But it doesn't make dollars either.
But the Terrorizer Nogla React channel's popping. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter.
I wanted to make a React channel where all I do is react to Nogla and Brian reacting.
I saw you and Scotty's video.
My first one was me reacting to Nogla and Brian reacting. I wanted to make a channel where all I did was react to react.
So when you and Scotty record, one goes on your channel, one goes on his?
So we record for like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
He goes first, I go second.
Yeah.
He has his video and I have mine.
That's so good.
We go, all right, you go, stop. Clap sync, start recording. Yada. He records, stop recording, go pee, come back, press record again.
Oh, speaking of pee, I gotta pee right now.
Oh, I gotta pee too.
Let's go pee.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Around the Bar. If you want to continue watching, the rest of the episode will be up on the Patreon for anyone that wants to go check it out. Thank you so much. We will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.